What is up, beautiful people of the world? I'm happy to be here today. Look at this. We're in a new place.
Look at this.
My friends.
Yo.
Cody, Mike.
What's up?
Same Levelable Podcast with a new look. So happy to be here with you guys, everybody. And Brennon, thank you.
Hello.
You're behind glass now, which is different.
We can still hear you, though.
I like it. I'm gonna have to keep the door open for you to hear me, but yeah.
Good. Okay.
It's I have a desk now, so I can work. I can spread out. I can put my feet up.
Nice.
But it's nice.
Good.
Nice.
Good. Thank you. We're in the heart of downtown. Right over here by Zola.
Oh yeah, it's
Saranac.
gorgeous. We're in the heart of it.
Right? Is this the heart? Is this like the left ventricle?
Yeah, it's like
I'd call it
side of the heart.
Center of town is 1 block away, 2 blocks away.
there you go.
I mean, the street is Division Street, separates east and west.
Division and Sprague is 0.0,
We're
right?
smack
Isn't that
dab
what
in
they
the
say?
middle,
right.
adjacent.
Yeah, we're only a couple blocks away from Sprague. Yep.
Yeah.
I always thought Fast
You're right.
Eddie's
We
was
are
like,
in the center. You're right.
that was Spokane. Like you just Fast Eddie's, boom, right there. I guess not though.
That's the
Well,
landmark
it's
for you.
2 blocks from there.
Is it?
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
we are on the we're on the west side of it then. Okay, so we are in a little bit. We are in the heart of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Big heart.
Yeah, Cody fucking rolled up a backwood the size of a tree branch before we came in here, dude.
I thought I
great.
thought you were playing with sticks, bro. I found you over under the tree. I thought you were just picking up like little logs.
Nope. I was hanging out, fucking getting chiefy.
You're doing a little grounding session, huh?
Getting a grounding session.
That's good for
We
you.
should have taken
getting
our
your
fucking-
shoes off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, I gotta do that more.
I mean, I was thinking, downtown, what's the chances that hasn't been pissed on, that grass?
true.
It's true.
Yeah.
So,
well,
It didn't
Whatever.
really smell like piss, so
It didn't smell like piss.
Plus, I mean, that helps the grass grow.
Yeah, but just do your feet. You don't want to. I saw that they were like astronauts are like can up there they can do like 98% of pee, they can turn it back into water.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That's a crazy excuse
Drinkable?
for drinking piss, man. And you're just like, no, it's 98% water. Yeah, but that's 2% piss.
How do you guys feel about that?
Drinking piss?
Like if somebody just handed you were thirsty as shit and you just wanted some water and someone gave you some water and then you found out afterwards that was recycled
That was
piss,
piss water.
but it's filtered and it's water. I mean, there's none of the things in piss that would that are going to make you sick or anything like that. Or
I don't know
add any
how to feel
flavor.
about that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to just drink it.
I've thought about that. They on in the future, bro, on like Star Trek, the materializer or whatever that just makes the food. They said that it's all like basically reconstituted shit from the crew. Like when you shit on the Enterprise or the ship or whatever. Star Trek nerds, correct me if I'm wrong. But I swear to God, on Star Trek they said, yeah, it like someone commented on how good the food was, and the guy was like, yeah, it's pretty good considering it's just shit. Like it's reconstituted.
It's got to come from somewhere.
So it's not too far fetched if astronauts are already 98% in their pee.
How do you guys feel about the meat? They're like creating the meat.
The lab meat.
Yeah, lab meat.
So you gonna eat the lab meat, Cody?
I may taste it, but my wife is vegan, so she'll definitely be into it. So
Oh, because it's
since it's-
ethical meat.
yep.
And
And I mean, I
ethical
don't know if you guys have had like Beyond Burgers like lately, but that shit looks a lot like meat nowadays.
Yeah.
Like
I haven't really seen it, but I've had them before.
and I mean, it's mistakable. It's
They're
mistakable
bomb.
for sure.
They're
Yeah.
definitely bomb.
See, for me, they're bomb, but they definitely taste different, and they don't at this point. Even they're getting close. They don't like hit that. They don't satisfy that craving.
Yeah.
When I want like a meat burger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've
No,
been trying to
if-
have that craving less.
No, if
these
you have a
days,
craving,
but-
if you have a craving for a meat burger, there's
Yeah.
nothing quite. Where are you guys going in Spokane to get a meat burger? Like for real though, for real.
man.
Like where do you really go? And it's okay if you say McDonald's. I'm not like
No, I don't go to McDonald's. I do either Zips because now it's super close to my house. Zips got a good burger.
They got the fucking. You gotta get
And-
Zips if you're in Spokane.
And the fries are bomb. If I want like a good, like decently gourmet burger, but at a reasonable price, I'll go to Red Robin. I will go get a Red Robin burger.
Yeah.
You know?
Bottomless fries.
Yeah. And they got a spot
Other
in the
fries.
valley out closer to my house that I used to fuck with back in the day that I still will go out to called Thrifty Scotsman. It's basically like Zips, very similar
Yeah,
to
I've been
Zips, but it's
I like
like
that
a
place,
local, mom and pop kind of thing. So I fuck with them
the
too.
Valley got some stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's getting more.
Yeah, I'm doing Frugals over in the GU district.
Oh, the old, isn't that Wolfie's? Didn't it used to be Wolfie's and now it's
yeah.
Frugals? Yeah.
That's a good one. Oh, bomb.
Just like a little 50 style
See,
burger
you can
shack
tell
on the
how
corner
Cody
there.
says it that
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right, I can
And
try
then,
that.
and then also, believe it or not, I've said it before, Brew Cheese.
The Brew Cheese burger.
Brew Cheese has a bomb ass burger.
I've never had a Brew Cheese burger.
So
I've never had a
bomb.
Brew Cheese burger either.
Yeah, so Brew
They
Cheese.
just closed the one up on the South Hill.
Yeah, they've been getting kind of off.
Yeah.
But the one on South Hill really is just, it's by itself, been failing.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go try that. I'm going to have to go search it out.
Yo,
What about you?
Cascadia Public House has a fire ass burger.
Oh,
if
that's
we're talking
right.
about like going to get
Okay.
like
Yeah.
a burger like that, that'd be like the Red Robin.
Yes. But the
dude,
local. I don't have one close enough. It's just so far.
Dude, Zips slaps, dude.
Every time.
Like I feel like because I went over on I went over to the west side and my parents, you know what I mean? It's like they're like like my stepdad's like, gotta get the Zips, and I'm just like, dude, I remember this. Like you come over to Spokane
And they want to go to
or in the
Zips.
509, it's like you gotta get it while you're here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so I had a Zips burger recently, and
What is
Delicious.
that? Everyone
No.
who does come from over in Seattle, they want that Zips.
Yeah. It's bomb. It's bomb. Like the fries are bomb. The tartar sauce is bomb. I'm weird with it, bro. I get a bacon burger, like plain, no sauce, but I'll get like lettuce and onion on it, and I'll just dip it in tartar sauce. Bacon burger in the tartar sauce. I'm weird as fuck, but
that
it
is
goes
weird as shit.
so
But I
hard.
believe you. I'll try it.
Goes so hard, bro. So
You know who
that's-
else has a bomb burger? Is Buffalo Wild Wings.
Really?
Do they?
B-dubs?
They never fuck up on the burger. Like they always land, like every time I get it, because I live right next to the Northtown Mall and they're just right there. So sometimes when you're just like
To go.
Yeah.
yeah, you can just to go it super quick, and they've always hit
Yeah.
hard. So
That's tight. Yeah, I wouldn't think. It's some of those places that you wouldn't even like think.
no, I want to
the
go hit
burger.
up. What was this place you said?
Frugals.
Frugals.
Right down the
Yeah.
way.
Sick,
It's
dude.
right down the way. It's like 3 miles from here.
Yeah, I haven't been to them since they changed into Frugals, but when they were Wolfies, we'd go there a little bit, like every so often. They had good
$3.95 for a
burgers.
cheeseburger there right now.
Really? That's so respectable. I see why they got the
Isn't that cheap?
name.
Isn't that cheap?
'Cause everywhere
Frugals.
else. Yeah, Frugals.
Yeah, $3.95. That's cheaper than
you
McDonald's.
a frugal
almost.
fry.
But I mean, the cheeseburger is like two McDonald's cheeseburgers.
And a frugal freeze.
And they don't fuck up your order.
And they got cheese curds.
Bro, I thought the McDonald's fuck ups were over, but I was just in Bremerton and fucking was like, yo, let's just, trying to create a magical moment. Right?
Yeah.
I'm like, we never do this. Let's get McDonald's breakfast, because you just make it this whole thing, right? You're like, Mickey D's breakfast, man. We're going out of town and hitting the road back to Spokane. We'll pick up some Mickey D's breakfast.
Just hitting.
Oh, it'll be perfect, right?
How do you fuck up breakfast at McDonald's? I don't understand that. There's like 6 items.
What did you
No,
guys
you know
try
what
to
would be
order?
fucked up about it is that you're just like, and there was no additions. It was just like, I want a sausage, not the McGriddle, but the other one. I just want a sausage McMuffin with egg, and then I wanted one McGriddle, and then it was like all the like even like when we got the receipt, the order was wrong, and my girl just thought that they probably just gave us somebody else's order or something like that, which is just like.
See, with McDonald's, what I figured out what really cuts down on the errors with my orders when I go to McDonald's, I use the app. I have the app, and I will order on my phone and enter all my shit myself before I go. And then you just pull up to the drive-thru, give them the code, and it's all should be good. It's minimized the fuck-ups. There's still been fuck-ups, but it's minimized.
How messed up is that you got to do it yourself?
You got to do it yourself. Self-check.
You gotta do
Self-check
their
out.
job.
I'll be
Self-checkout.
honest, like lately when I've eaten McDonald's like on a leaving town basis, and I get like a tiny bit of extra, where it's like I'll take 2 little sandwiches and a hash brown and a coffee or something.
Yeah.
About mid eating it, I don't know what it is, but that stuff, I swear to
Fucks
God,
you up instantly.
it makes me feel like I have to throw up like right away.
Yeah,
Really?
you get that feeling in your
And
stomach.
it's so crazy too, because I like it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
The
this is good.
Here, it's all good. As soon as it
But,
gets to about here,
my
you're
God,
like,
I
"Ugh."
think it's more like a mental thing.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't even know how to explain
What's
it.
your go-to breakfast then? Like I'm trying to.
I
see
struggle with that. I struggle with like that breakfast sandwich type thing. I want to go to like a place that's like authentic to themselves.
So do you go somewhere for breakfast every day?
Great. No, Grain Shed though. on the lower South Hill, they have like a breakfast little sandwich that's super bomb.
Nice.
Grain Shed.
Yeah,
That sounds
I like
healthy.
a one of a
does.
kind, one off.
Yeah,
They have to make
not like
the
a
egg type of
McDonald's.
That
situation.
sounds bomb.
You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Yep. I'm always searching for those places. I'm a big breakfast burrito guy. That's my shit. I love
Yeah.
a breakfast burrito, but there's just not that many places around where it's hitting, so I'll usually make it at home. And it's like a rare thing. Most often my breakfast is like a granola bar and a banana. Like that's what
And
I
that's
eat.
it.
That's
And
what
water.
I eat. Yeah. And coffee or whatever.
Or
Or in my
coffee.
case, I do like a little energy supplement thing because I haven't been doing coffee. So I do my little energy supplement and the
Kick
granola
the
bar and the
coffee.
banana. But then, yeah, I'm eating lunch, around 11 or 12, and it's like a sandwich or something like that. That's like, but my breakfast is usually super light. When I do go out, you want to talk about frugal, you can ask my wife. I refuse just because of what you're saying. Like it's minutes of mouth pleasure and then your stomach starts turning a little bit. And I know that's going to happen, but something about the craving or the addiction, you got to go and get it. So you can ask my wife if we're going to McDonald's or any of those places, I'm making sure we got a coupon or we got something like a 2-for-1 or because I'm not spending a bunch of my money on garbage food that I
Bro,
know
had
is
to pay
garbage.
20. It was
And so
20
the
some
app-
bucks for
the app-
fucking.
That's the
goes
thing.
way
That's
up.
where
Fucking
McDonald's
order.
fucked up. Is they changed their whole menu. You can't get a cheeseburger for $1 anymore. Cheeseburgers is like $3 minimum, and it's like, why am I paying you for 10-cent like dog meat just because I
Y'all
got a craving?
weak ass stomachs though, because I eat
So-
that shit and it don't fuck me up. I
All
think
right.
it does. They do.
It's not that it really. It's not that I'm like, oh.
I think it's like
just,
Cody, it's a mental thing. You're like, I know what I'm eating is
yeah, and it's just not right.
terrible.
I don't
So
know.
what's your guys' I know what's your go-to breakfast on just a Monday through Friday? You're not going out or nothing like that.
Hogan's or Ferguson's.
So you go out every single day?
No.
What do you like on a
what do you eat at
normal
home?
day? Like, yeah, what do you
Okay.
eat? Like, if you're just waking up,
Sorry.
normal routine. Well, I'm just curious.
hear
Like,
you.
what do you eat?
Oh, I don't really eat.
You
breakfast.
don't eat
okay,
breakfast?
skip it.
I skip it. yeah.
okay.
Dude, I've been eating fucking 2 eggs scrambled with cheddar cheese in there, and then that and cottage cheese.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I'm
cottage
telling
cheese
you
for the
right
breakfast.
now, bro, because I was doing eggs and bacon forever, and then I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't eat bacon every day.
Yeah, no.
It's probably not healthy. Like, I'm trying to be healthy, and then I was like, cottage cheese is like full of protein and like super healthy. And I was like, and then the
It's a
combination.
little side of it.
Yeah.
They taste bomb as shit, bro. I'm an animal, dude. I'll eat 2 things of cottage cheese in like a week.
That's
Damn.
crazy.
Yeah, it's just like my go-to
Do you keep
protein
it?
snack.
Do you store it upside down in the fridge? It lasts longer if you do. Hey,
It
for
ain't
you,
gonna
if you're
last
going through
long.
it like that,
No,
then
it ain't
don't
gonna
worry
la-
about
it
it.
ain't gonna last
But I know
long.
in my house, I have kids that one week will be like, "Yo, we love cottage cheese." Next week they'll be like, "That shit's gross." So it's sometimes they flip back and
Bro,
forth.
I just,
and
and
you're
I'm
like,
an animal too. I just eat it right out of the fucking thing because I'm like, nobody else really eats this except for my son. I'll
My
just give him
cheese.
He likes it.
He'll eat it. He loves it. He put his hands in it, so he just wants to eat
That's
it.
a good little switch up though. The cheesy eggs and cottage cheese,
bomb,
cheese
dude.
breakfast. Bacon's another one of those things that gives me that mental feeling. Like if I eat too much of it, I know that this is kind of not great for me. Like my stomach kind of starts
Me
feeling
too.
a little.
I know it's not good for me, but my stomach's good on that. I've been eating a lot
2
of bacon.
slices a day is what I was having, dude, of the good bacon, and it was just like I was like an addict
Yeah.
almost. So it was
Yeah.
like my brain was getting that bacon pleasure, just like it gets. But I mean, it's the same thing. I mean, really, it's just like I want my brain to get addicted to things that are good for me
Were you making the bacon every day?
every day.
Making bacon.
Yeah, fresh bacon. I wasn't like baking it, put in the fridge, and nothing like that. I
You
was
do the
like,
Cody method. You bake the whole pack at once. Is
that what you do?
Remember you?
Yeah,
A couple
whole
times
pack.
ago, I was at your
For
house.
real?
You was bragging, bro. You
Is
baked
it
the whole
better,
thing
or-
at once.
Well, it's
Keep it-
dangerous because there's a whole pack of bacon sitting there.
Yeah. Especially if you got the air fryer, because you throw one of those already cooked strips of bacon in the air fryer and it's like popping with the grease on top. After like a minute, it's like fresh bacon.
damn.
It's brand new.
I love the air fryer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
You can
so
tell we
it's-
haven't ate today yet.
It's dangerous. I know I haven't eaten in quite a while. I took the kids to the pool earlier. I was chasing Brennan's kids around at the pool earlier.
Oh, really? That's
Your
funny.
kids get around, man. They're all over town. I swear to God, I run into them at the trampoline park. I run into them at the park. I run into them like they're everywhere, bro. So that's good that they're getting some culture. But yeah,
They're just like their dad. They get around town.
they don't allow outside food at the community pool, so you got to sneak it in like the movie theater. Little like Ziploc bags of like crackers and salamis and
For the
little
kids.
So
Lunchable
what
type
do
shit.
they have to eat?
They have a little cafe where they serve hot dogs and stuff, but it's like hot dogs and a bag of chips. That's your option.
Wow.
Bro, you got to be hustling.
Yeah.
You got to be hustling in this hot summer. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, how the fucking country's set up and shit's going down, bro.
Yep.
People,
You're gonna be
everybody's
standing
hustling.
outside the pool at the
fucking-
park, just hustling whatever.
When you were a kid with a pool, not let you bring in some fucking sliced apples,
They
bro.
don't really.
That's weird.
They don't really like call you on it. Like I drank a can of soda there, and no one said shit.
But
like,
still, I gotta
everybody-
feel like
but
some
it's
kind of borderline criminal.
Yeah, like big on the outside of the fence. Like it's a iron fence you go through to get in because they charge you like per kid to get into the pool. So it's like a secure thing. So already you kind of feeling like a criminal, and it's got a big sign: no outside food or beverage.
Wow.
Dude. And
How
then-
much is it per kid?
It's not that much. It was like $3 a kid or something like that. So.
That's still pretty expensive, man.
It's
It was
pretty
only
free.
$1.
But it's like
I
they
know.
do have free days and stuff
okay.
like that, but it gets busy, so it's like
You don't want to go on a free day.
Yeah, no.
You want some people to be excluded.
But it's like a 3-hour session. Like we went 11 to 2. I got sunburnt as shit. Like my shoulders are so fucked because I didn't do sunscreen or anything. But
Damn.
What?
yeah, nah, no SPFs on me.
Wow, you don't even worry about that?
Sunscreen already out. Go listen to Sunscreen. I didn't wear no sunscreen, so you know.
So, do you usually wear sunscreen?
Yeah, I usually do. Today I was just kind of like, fuck it, it's not that hot. And then sure enough, 3 hours in the sun later, I'm like, ooh, I'm kind of toasty.
I think everybody thinks skin cancer when they think like, oh, you got to wear your sunscreen. But really, I feel like the main thing that my mom has given me game on is like, you just gonna look old
Yeah.
as shit. Like when you're old, you're gonna look old.
Yeah,
like
you-
your skin gonna look
You don't have
old.
that California leather
My mom's
skin,
like, I'm
bro.
telling you, Zach, put the sunscreen, wear the sunscreen. And then I just read something that was like signed, or whatever. Health professionals say that by just applying sunscreen every day, you'll like reduce your rate of aging by fucking XYZ. I was just like, God, it's so hard to put it on every day.
I know.
I also
Add
saw-
an SPF regimen to your daily.
So I also saw a hack where a dude was like, if you don't want getting shit all over your hands and fucking putting it on your face, he's like, if you grab a chapstick,
Oh, yeah.
we'll have like a SPF 15. You just kind of
Yeah.
hit the spots
Yep.
that you want to hit.
Well, now it's,
And I was
they,
like,
they got the spray shit now. Like we took the spray shit when we went on vacation a couple months ago, and
That
just
works
the
good.
spray cans work super easy and good. You
Hell
don't have to
yeah.
deal with lotion or like rubbing it in until the face isn't white or
see, that's
whatever.
where I hate this shit.
It
I'm just
takes
like,
forever. You're
and
like,
then you
man,
fucking think you got it, and it's just like
just you
white
got
shit
dots all over your shit. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. But no, we had fun. Kids had fun. My 8-year-old got brave enough to do the water slides, which she was kind of like when we first got there. She's like, "No, I'm not doing any." And then she did one, and then she did another one, and like by the end of it, she's like, "That's
Did you
my
do
favorite
'em?
shit." Oh yeah,
So you're just like, so your daughter sees you, you just like, I'm
Yeah.
hitting it. What's up?
yeah.
This shit fun. I
But
don't
for
know
a
what you
while,
don't wanna
like
do.
yeah, I know is exactly.
I
And-
mean,
and-
I'm
and
having fun. Like, so if you want to just stand there and be lame, I guess like
I'm,
do
and
that.
I'm kind
but-
of that guy too. And my wife is always like, "Don't pressure her. Let her do her own thing."
I mean,
and
I'm
I'm
not
just
gonna-
kind of like, "Nah, dog.
I'm not gonna pressure her, but I'm gonna
gotta-
say like,
What
I mean,
are you
we gonna have
doing?
fun. I
Like,
mean,
what are you
so-
doing? Do this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be cannonballing in. We go, what's up? We're
Did
having
you guys
fun.
hear that Splashdown's about to open back
It's
up?
back open. It should
Already?
be already. I think they said June, and then I saw the season pass prices and all the stuff.
How
and
much?
Everything. I think for like a family of 3 or 4, it was like $150 or
Damn,
something like
that's
that
cheap. That's a good deal.
for the whole season.
So that's the valley. The one
yeah,
that
on
you-
Mission. Yeah, out in the valley.
You see it on the freeway, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
one.
They
then.
got the big toilet bowl slide.
What
and
was
stuff
it?
there.
Shut down?
No, it just pandemic, bro. Pandemic
it
killed
was
the
shut
water
down
slide
for like
business.
three years.
Damn.
Yeah, so they just couldn't make it. So it's new owners now.
Pandemic killed the water slide business.
Pandemic killed the water park. Yeah, so Splashdown's back. So take your families out and
Splashdown. So that's kind of like the Wild Waves of Spokane.
Yeah.
yeah,
If you guys know Wild Waves, you've been there.
yeah.
That was a big deal when I was a kid. You go to fucking Wild Waves.
Remember, it's done now.
What is?
Wild Waves is. It's
Is it
not-
done?
Yeah, that's not done anymore.
For
you talking about
real?
the one in Coeur d'Alene?
No.
Or on the way to Idaho, there was a Wild Waves. I thought.
No.
What? Where's Wild
Federal
Waves?
Way.
Oh, the Wild Waves we're talking about was the one right off the highway in
Yep.
Coeur d'Alene.
On
That
the-
one's just an empty parking lot
It's
right
gone
now.
out, but that
Was it
Wild
triple
Water?
play out there has water slides and
Yes.
stuff because there's triple play in Idaho has like go karts and mini golf and a hotel you can stay at. They got a whole
Yeah, it's
water
pretty
park.
cool.
Triple play.
Yeah, triple
That's-
play's the spot out in Idaho
Yeah.
if you got kids and want to do all that shit.
Federal Way
No,
was
I
tight
would.
though. I remember passing by on the freeway like right there.
Yeah, and they had like it was like Enchanted fucking Park was like this. I can't remember if that's what it was, Enchanted something, and that was like the non water
Yeah,
like amusement park, and then right next to it, Wild Waves. They had the wave pool. They had the fucking them crazy hitters, dude, where you're picking up speed.
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
They had like it was a huge park, and yeah, that was just a whole event. Like when I'm from Bremerton, so it was like I was almost an hour away.
Going
To
to
come in
Wild
town.
Waves.
Oh, we
It's like a whole thing.
going to Wild Wave. You're in
That's
school
like going
or
to
something?
Silverwood here. Or
That's like
something,
going to Silverwood, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I haven't been to the water shit here. Is it pretty dope, or have you guys been there?
What shit?
Yeah, I didn't
the
go.
Silverwood.
Oh, Boulder Beach?
Yeah.
Boulder Beach is tight.
It looks tight.
It's tight. They've got a big ass wave pool that like the waves at the end of it, like closer to the shore, they're smaller so the kids can do it and stuff. But down at the end of it, like the waves just go so high and you can just get in there and like bounce and like float with that
Dude,
shit. They've added so many slides. They've got slides that go super fast. They got a slide that basically drops you like vertical. Like
See, I don't do that.
You're standing on a thing and then the thing slides out from under you
Nah.
and you just drop.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
wild.
Yeah.
Those.
So they got like the inner tube slides and all kinds of shit, bro. That's cool.
How are you guys with that shit? You guys you like those fucking rides and shit? You
I don't
like
know
shit?
if I would do the vertical thing, but I do rides hella, bro. I used to be so scared of rides, but like, I don't know. We took the trip to Disneyland a couple years ago, like when my daughter was 4.
In California?
Yeah, and my wife got me on roller coasters there, and I was kind of like, at like 30 years old, I was like, man, maybe I do kind of fuck with rides. This is cool. So when we went to Disney World like a couple months ago, I was like, okay, I don't know when I'm ever going to get back here in my lifetime. So
Yeah.
like, I'm riding everything. I'm riding everything. I rode the Tron ride where you like are on it like a motorcycle, and it's like a roller coaster where you're riding a crotch rocket basically, and you're like all leaned forward on it, like it locks your legs in and stuff.
And
you
then
gotta
you're
lean forward.
moving, or it's just like you're.
Yeah, you're kind of like on a roller, or you're on a roller coaster, but you're on a motorcycle.
What the?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like a clamshell that like locks your,
Oh my God.
your back down, and there's like a little bar that comes in and like locks your shit
my
right
God,
here.
no.
So you're like on a crotch rocket, leaned forward, holding the handlebars like this, and then it's a fucking like roller
hell
coaster,
no,
dog.
bro.
But
Damn.
it's so fucking fun.
Was it fun?
You know, and honestly,
Yeah, pull this shit up.
Honestly, bro, like I feel like that's better than a regular sit-down roller coaster because at least like I could like lean into the turns and like I had more body control. I felt
On that
like.
roller coaster?
Yeah, well the ride doesn't actually lean, but yeah, this shit Tron Light Cycle Run,
That's pretty cool.
bro, this shit is wild. But yeah, there's a long that's the coaster. They have a little demo version out in the front so you can get on it and see if you feel comfortable with it before you even go in. But yeah, this shit is crazy.
Oh, I need some fucking ceiling fans.
Yeah,
like
you
that
got to
in
go a
my
long
house,
ways.
bro.
The line is so long. Yeah, like right there is where you got to
The
go.
line is so long.
It's crazy. They weren't even having a regular line open for it. You had to go in on the app and like refresh it right at 1:00 and reserve it. And then every day I did it to get it at 1:00. We didn't get on until like 6 p.m. or something. Like
What?
Yeah, we had to reserve it like 5 hours in advance. But yeah, we got to
How long
ride
did
it.
Waited in line that long?
No, I mean the line wasn't long because it was just reservation.
Oh, so you just sign it. Oh, that's awesome. Though.
Yeah,
That's
they
nice.
weren't. It's like reserved ride only, so you have to log in at 1 with your party and refresh it right at 1 p.m. And then if you get it, it says okay, your group number is this, so come back at this time
Whoa.
and you'll get on.
Oh my God.
It goes 60 miles an hour. Yeah, and you go up this fucking. Oh, dude, it was so fun. Oh, it's so much fucking fun.
Damn.
Yeah, so I fuck with rides. Like, and then you go into this like dark room, and it's like you're racing other like light cycle dudes from Tron, and like people are exploding around you and shit. Their rides are super immersive, so it's super cool.
That's pretty neat.
But yeah, I just kind of had that tact of like I don't know when I'm ever gonna get back here. Now it's dark, so you can't see shit, but it's just going fast as fuck. And so I'm gonna ride everything. So I did like the Tower of Terror, like elevator drop, and I hate rides that just like take you up and drop you. And this thing, you're in like a creepy old elevator, and it goes up to the top and opens, and you can like see the whole park down below you, and then it just drops, and it takes you back up again and drops you again, and like it's doing like multiple.
I don't like that. I feel good. Like I don't need to.
Oh, bro.
I don't need to almost die. I feel like I'm dying.
The thing about it, like I thought I was gonna hate it.
Holy shit.
I don't know if I could do like a straight drop ride like at the fair at Silverwood, but something different with this, the way they put like the story around the ride, like you're so into the story and the shit that's happening
I mean,
the ride.
the thing that pissed me off is they put you up at the top and then they give you the view and you're like, oh man, this is sick. And then they just fucking take
no,
you.
they take videos of you too, and they send it
Motherfucker.
to. I got a video of me going down on the Tower of Terror. Like Disney sends you.
You better put that in the podcast.
Yeah, I
you better
will.
put that up.
I'll put a few of the good. I'll put a few of the good ones in there because yeah, they like if you got Bluetooth on your phone when you walk into the ride, they like take pictures and video of you and then just send it right to your phone.
That's dope,
It's
dude.
Oh,
it's
sick.
sick. It's sick.
That's
so
sick.
No, I'll do panic plunge and shit down at Silverwood. Like I like panic plunge. Like it is kind of a trip, but I feel like when you start adding distractions, that's why I get pissed because I'm like, oh yeah, scenic vista. Oh, and then it's like, and then you get me when I'm least expecting it. I guess it's that shit that you hate for the split second, and then you're like, God damn, that was fun.
Yeah.
And I saw my kids getting panic plunge all the time. Oh, I'm dropping.
Exactly.
I'm
But as a
getting
grown up,
grind.
you're like not ready to feel that.
My kid is like,
kinda...
I feel like my kid is like wild for like adrenaline, dude. Like
They are.
My younger
boys
kid is
are,
too.
yeah.
He's just like, but for some reason, I've always been like, nah, I'm gonna sit that out. That's wild. But I did that aftershock one at Silverwood or whatever.
You did?
And that
I haven't done that one yet.
That one freaked me out.
My wife got off that and her hands were like shaking, and so I was like, okay, I'm not doing that. And that was before I like really rode rides like that. So you know,
Was it blue?
road
Was
rider.
Is it that big blue one?
Yeah, the blue and green one.
Yeah, I
I
didn't do
feel like
that
your
one.
feet are
I
like
didn't ride that.
dangling or some shit, and it clicks you.
Yeah.
Or wait, I can't remember. I think first you go up, it clicks you up, and you're looking up at the sky, and it's just pulling you
drops
up,
you
and then it
backward.
drops you back,
Yeah.
and then it pulls you. Maybe it's the other way around, but then it pulls
you
you
drop
up,
forward.
and you're like looking, and it's weird
crazy.
because your feet are dangling. Like it kind of feels like, bro, am I gonna slip out this and die right now?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I couldn't. I don't know if I could do that.
Somebody
bro.
convinced me to go. That's how it goes. Somebody convinces
Yeah.
you to get on it, and then you're like, "Fucking dude, you're like,
gotta do
You
it.
know, especially back in the 2010s, they're just like, "Don't be a little bitch."
Yeah.
You're like,
What's gonna
fuck,
happen,
I
bro?
guess
You're
I
gonna
got-
die. Like, come on, do it.
Look, that fucking kid's doing it.
And then
Yeah.
you see the video of people fucking falling off that shit and cracking
No,
their head.
or they get stuck. Click, click, click. They pull you to the top. Oh, we're having issues.
Yeah, you're gonna be here for a while. You're just like hanging there, like fuck.
No.
Yeah, no.
No, man.
No.
Yeah, no. I think the same thing with like the submarine stuff, the Titanic submarine. Like I was telling Tiffany, my girlfriend, I was telling her like, yo, that's something I think that's tight. I think I would.
Hell yeah.
If I had the money to do some shit like that, I'd be like, yo, that's dope. I wouldn't be thinking like. I probably wouldn't be my dumbass wouldn't be like, oh, how safe is it? I'd be like, they got it figured out, right?
Yeah, it's all good.
They charge you $250,000. This
tell
must be
you-
vetted and
I'll tell you right now, the only experience I have with anything close to that is they got the submarine ride when we did Disneyland 4 years ago. Not to go back to Disneyland, but like I went down in that submarine and it's like a legit submarine. It is a ride on the outside. You're not very far underwater at all. But I got so claustrophobic. I didn't even know I had claustrophobia. But you're just like in this tube.
like
and when you
under.
think about that billionaire sub, they were like bolted into that bitch. They
That
could
was
not.
crazy
There's no
looking.
way out.
You saw about that? You saw that?
Yeah, I did.
Bolted into a tube.
Yeah, I saw them putting that hatch on the front. It was like, fuck.
17 big ass bolts locking you in for life.
I was really rooting for him too. I
They
was
said
really,
it imploded.
Yeah, like so it was like within the first hour or something.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even like because I was thinking, oh man, like what if they were all just like pissing and shitting everywhere, just
Yeah.
running out of oxygen.
Well, I was
you know
thinking,
what I
like,
mean?
what
I'm
if it like hit something and they got stuck like vertical? So like all of them were just standing in like a, you know what I'm saying?
so many scenarios.
Like dog, there was so many crazy scenarios that I was just like,
Damn.
this could be so fucked on so many levels. I'm kind of like, if anything had to happen that was wrong, I'm glad it was quick. I guess. I'm glad it.
Yeah,
like,
the pressure once it blew, like I'm sure they just took their eardrums,
yeah.
like right away.
Some
Man.
little rascal fucking billionaire kids just got an inheritance.
Right. Well, bro,
Maybe.
like the one guy took his son on the ride. Like the
Was there a kid?
yeah, well, it was like a teenage son, but like the billionaire and his son went on it with him. Yeah,
Was he? I didn't see any teenagers.
yeah. I'm pretty sure there was. Brennan, you might have
Because
to
I
look it
saw
up.
that his teenage son, the dude's teenage son, was acting a fool, like doing tweets and shit.
Yeah, he
That
was
way-
like posting like, I'm still gonna go enjoy this like the festival or show or whatever. Like,
yeah.
or-
So he wasn't on the sub.
like I'm out. No, but there more than one billionaire has kids.
oh yeah.
I,
You're right.
I swear, there's one of the
crazy.
billionaires had his
That
son,
is wild.
like brought his son with him
because
or
I
something.
would like I like I said, I think that in the ocean, man. I mean, fuck, you just can't.
Ocean is
you just
scary,
can't-
bro.
It's like the space. It's like the space below us.
water space.
Water space. That's a
That's
movie.
that's that pothead thought, bro.
Man, that's
It's like the space underwater,
it's
bro.
blunt.
Water space.
One of the businessmen, I don't know how to say his name. His son was 19, so
And he was on there.
and he was on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like,
That's horrible.
well, son, I fucked up. I'm sorry.
Well, fucking props for being brave enough to ride that ride, all the way to heaven, baby.
That's rough, dude. That's rough. Moment of silence.
Yeah, so
You know?
fucking, you do fucking crazy shit, and you buy tickets to wild rides, and fucking crazy shit happens.
Play stupid games,
Yeah.
win stupid prizes.
I mean,
or
it's
play
that-
wild games.
That
I
is,
guess. There it
yeah.
is.
I mean, I said it, and I feel like at least 3 people were like, "That's stupid, Zach. You would get in a submarine and go to the deep depths of the ocean."
Bro, just because you're rich doesn't mean you're safe.
No, it doesn't mean you're Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah. Death
You
comes.
can't.
for us
You when
all.
those walls come in, you can't fucking. Got it.
Yeah.
We're gonna save the world. Oh, man, wild. But I don't know. Like same thing. Like, would you guys pay like $250,000 to get blasted off into space and back?
I don't know if I would. I don't
Not
know if I
after
would.
that.
No. I've seen rockets explode. I've seen subs implode. You know what I'm saying? Like I was reading some shit just the other day. You remember? Okay, so this happened a little bit before I was born, but you remember like the Challenger, the rocket ship that exploded back in the 80s, had like a bunch of teachers on it and stuff like that. So they basically sent a bunch of regular people into space and it exploded and it was a tragedy and whatever. This was like such a publicized thing that they wanted to try to put other people on the rocket ship, not just teachers. Like Big Bird from Sesame Street was supposed to be on this rocket, and they tried to get him on the rocket, but like with the costume and the whole thing, like he just wouldn't fit, it wouldn't work, so they had to cancel that. So like Big Bird could have been on the Challenger, and like kids in classrooms everywhere watching the Challenger could have seen
Feathers.
Big Bird from Sesame Street fucking explode in the sky.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's
so-
just fucked up. They'd make him wear that suit in there and shit.
I know.
It's like dehumanizing.
You're gonna go to space as Big Bird, like bro.
There's
just,
a lot of shit in here,
just
bro.
put the suit in the chair. You don't need a guy
need to
in
be
the
here.
suit.
I don't need to be here.
Big Bird's over there. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck,
He's in
dude.
the back. You see him like making his arm wave, like
What are
Weekend
we
at
doing?
Bernie's.
What are we doing?
Weekend
You
at
got people
Bernie's,
fucking
bro.
starving
dude
on the
dodged-
streets, and they gonna fucking blast you to the goddamn moon and back for $250,000.
Let's try it, bro. Let's
I bet
try
you.
it. No, there's
bet
way
you.
better things to spend $250K on, bro. You won't catch me in space or underwater, or
I don't know,
or playing with crocodiles
The
or any of that
Titanic
shit.
shit was like, when they get you with like real historical shit, it's like intriguing. You're like, damn, that would be kind of fire to see the Titanic,
Bro.
Like, that's crazy. Like I seen the movie, like for me to be able to like.
Watch the movie. Like you can watch the movie and see it at home for free. On the sub, there's one window, and it's like 10 inches or 20 inches or something. This is how you're seeing the Titanic. Also, the sub had cameras on it, so there's video screens inside the
you're
sub
just
that are
watching
showing you, but you're watching it on a video.
Nah, hell nah.
Bro, if I'm the guy running this tour company, I'm straight up putting no windows on the sub, just video screens. I'm like scamming billionaires out of $250K. We're going down 20 feet and I'm showing them a James Cameron movie. Like I'm showing them, you know what I'm saying? Like
Seriously.
you could have made $250K off these people and not put their lives in mortal peril. Like,
And yours.
yeah.
Whoever driving that bitch.
I'm not paying $250K to go down in dangerous territory to watch the Titanic on a fucking video
I
screen.
wonder if they knew it was dangerous. Like they had to have, right?
Bro, when they're bolting you into it, I'm gonna be like, excuse me.
And why would you not like?
No refunds? That's okay. I'm
Why
gonna get
wouldn't
out
you
of
get
here.
like a remote controlled one or something like that to go down there first?
Something. Yeah. Something.
Well, it
that
was
leads you
remote
down.
controlled. They were controlling it with a PlayStation controller.
I'm saying that like where nobody's in it and you just get it down there and then you're like, oh, it imploded. Yeah, let's. If we had people in there, that'd probably be pretty devastating. We shouldn't do that.
I think it had
Good
done.
point.
They had done the journey a few times before. This wasn't like the maiden voyage, or was it?
Damn.
I got to find out if it's the maiden voyage. I also need to find out if it's fake news that I saw. They were talking about adding the names of the dead to the Titanic, like in memoriam list, and just counting them as part of the people that died on the Titanic. I swear to God, I read a thing from a reputable news source that was like, they're just going to add the names to the list of the people that died
On the
because they're
Titanic.
part of the Titanic wreckage now.
I'm sure they're really gonna be honored to know that.
Bro, who would have thought the Titanic
Yo, my-
death list was going to
My
get
dad
an update
died in the Titanic in
in
2023.
2023?
What? Why are you like? What is that supposed to just like give some comfort to
Yeah,
the
props.
families?
Like-
Like they're just like, yeah.
Well, we're going to include them in the
oh,
actual
we'll
thing.
get you in the list though.
Like,
We'll get you
bro,
on the list, the official list.
If you get hit by a car in front of like the Freedom Tower in New York, you're not getting put on the 9/11 list.
I know.
What the fuck? Like, that's the
Oh, man.
that's the same
That is
thing.
the best analogy for it.
I'm
right
just
there.
saying,
That's
bro.
the best
Like
analogy.
that shit is over. It's done. So yeah, I gotta know if that's real or if I'm reading bullshit.
I'm scared to get on an airplane, but I know that it's safe. And
Are
shit.
you really?
And I mean, in big airplanes, I know the big ones are safe, but like for
those
real,
Them
those
little
little
two-seater
ones,
tin
yeah.
cans.
you know when the people that go down are in the little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The La Bambas.
Kobe.
Yeah.
Fuck. Or just like
He
there's
was
a
in a
lot of
helicopter,
times.
wasn't he?
Oh, it was a helicopter.
Yeah.
It was. But there's a lot of like that's what I'm really thinking too is when you're rich and you got that personal
That private
aircraft,
jet.
that
Yeah.
private jet or
Yeah.
something like that. That's way more likely to go down. Or I mean, fuck, man. I mean, like you got Sean Stratty. He's fucking getting his pilot license, right?
In them little, in them little
Cessna?
single flyer, Cessnas or
So
whatever.
that's kind of trippy.
My
too.
granddad flew those his whole life, and his wife too. Like they flew them their whole life, no issues. So it's like
Damn.
people do go up in little planes.
That would
Oh,
be
yeah.
pretty
Go down in
fire,
little planes,
man.
too.
I just like, I don't know. Like I want to do it, but
Yeah.
it's like I feel like I'm such a. This has been me my whole life. I've been such a scaredy cat because I'm like, you know, what if this is just the dumbest thing? Like if and you're going down and all you're thinking is, why the fuck?
I got
didn't you,
kids.
Why didn't you
like
just
why did I
stay
do
home?
this? I could have stayed on the ground.
Just stay on the ground.
I could have stayed on the ground.
And that's what I'd have been thinking in that fucking submarine. We've been
don't
going
go
down.
too
I'd
far
have been like
under the ground.
I'd
Don't
have
go
been
too
like-
far in the sky.
I'd have been
Stay
like,
where you meant
about
to be.
step in that submarine. Like, are you sure you're gonna? You should just. There's a bar right there. We could just go watch the game.
Do we
We could
have-
just
yeah.
call somebody. We could hang out.
Yeah,
Like you're gonna.
it's- But bro, when you have that much money, you'll find dumb shit to spend your money on. When you have $250K to throw away on a boat ride, you know what I'm saying? Like you'll take that trip because
You'll be like,
you got
yeah.
it like that. Mm-hmm. You know, not knowing it's a one-way trip. You might even kind of think this could be a one-way trip, but bro, I got it. Like, what's gonna happen to me?
Honestly, you know, look, it's
If the
also
ship gets a leak,
it's
we'll
a
plug it
fire
with
way to
money.
go out too. Like, you know, I don't want to go out. Like, I mean, I guess look, if you go out just like old age, kind of just, you know, you just like fucking life ran its course. You know what I mean? And you did everything that you ever wanted to do in life, and then you kind of just,
That can be bomb.
you know, like 88 years old.
I
you're
gotta
just
say-
like, I fucking did it, man. Like, I'm old as shit. I can't even do anything anymore, really. So
I
just
got-
take me, and then you just.
I gotta
you know, that's a good
mention
way.
we gave a moment of silence for the billionaires. I gotta ask if y'all are familiar with this thing because somebody just passed away yesterday that was very important to me when I was young. Did y'all ever see that old lady Sue, Dr. Sue or whatever, doing sex talk with Sue on like Spike TV when you were a
I
kid?
think I've heard of that, but I
So
don't think I've
it's
ever
like
watched
this
it.
old lady who would literally have this sex talk show where people would call in and ask about
remember
problems in their
seeing it when you're
relationship.
I do
flipping.
remember.
She would like review sex toys. She was just this old lady that didn't give a shit. Would talk about like all the kinds of stuff that you know. And I was way too young to be watching this probably, but I learned a lot from this lady. Genuinely learned a lot that the sex ed at my school wasn't teaching.
And your
'cause
parents weren't teaching you.
we had a gym teacher in 6th grade try to give us sex ed, and he couldn't say penis and vagina. He was like your penis and her Virginia, and like he just was. He was dancing around it like I'm like so Pennsylvania and Virginia getting together, and what's the like, you know.
You're like, you gotta say it,
The
dude.
State of the Union, and you know, so I legitimately wasn't learning shit. So this lady, bless her heart, she passed away yesterday. She was 93. She made it to
Oh.
93.
What's her name, Sue?
Sue, I don't know her last name, but it was
Sex
Talk
Education
Sex with
Sue.
Sue. Yeah.
Oh,
so
I think
you
it
taught
was
me a
that.
lot. Rest in peace. I hope you up in fucking heaven, just like getting dick down or whatever you want. Like.
Yo, much love to Sue, man. That's actually huge. That's inspiring, and that's like opening my eyes. Like everybody out there, like you know, especially parents, like they need a Sue to
Yeah.
because like sometimes that's just awkward. Like
It's
you know,
hard.
so when you got somebody like a third party, they're like the kids like I don't know this person. The parents like I don't gotta be there when they learn in
Yep,
it.
yep.
It's like it kind of works for everybody.
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't know.
There's certain things
I'll
like
definitely
that.
talk about it with my kid, no problem. But it'll probably still be weird.
Were you having a DC, bro?
Having a little DC.
Little DC. You know the FDA just said
Right out the
aspartame
fridge.
is aspartame or whatever they sweeten that with is a known carcinogen.
Is that what they said?
Yeah,
Let's
they're
taste
talking
it.
like they're about to ban
Let's
it.
taste it. Cheers.
taste it.
Yeah,
Does it
dude.
taste like a carcinogen?
Save a Coke, drink a beer.
I have not had one in a long time. Oh my god, it's fucking delightful.
I'm
Is it a hitter?
telling you, dude. They're
They know what they're doing.
There's a crack coke.
Will you hand me another one of those
Jesus.
Modelo's, my guy?
I want to answer your questions about the Ocean Gate sub.
Oh, please.
It was not. I don't believe it was a maiden voyage. They'd been doing these.
So they've
trips
done this
other time.
before.
And
So the
but
billionaires had no reason to worry.
he had been told like this is not very safe.
Yeah.
Obviously. And then
Yeah, he fired the guy that told him it wasn't safe.
and then 2 Titanic museums held like memorials for the victims.
Yeah. Okay.
But they didn't put them on the list.
I don't think they put them on the list. I couldn't find anything about that.
Okay. Well, they celebrated or they mourned their death. I mean, I guess it's bro. If you work for the Titanic Museum and some new shit happens with the Titanic, you're like, oh yes, I've been looking at the same shit for 20 years or whatever. You're ready to update it with some.
No, and the movie came out so long ago. Like the relevance is just kind of like we're just gripping onto those diehard Titanic fans.
Last
man.
time anything happened here was the 20th anniversary.
But you know what? Titanic stock just went up. You know,
Just imagine hanging out in like that little like Titanic memorial hut or whatever that's over by wherever, and like the guys in there just telling the same story over and over.
Yeah.
Like, yep, they went. What do you guys think about the thing that went the submarine? He has to just say it over and over.
dude, I couldn't do that.
No.
Or what about like? Would you guys do something like that? You know, where you're like on a boat and you're fucking you
Like
got
a tour guide,
like
kind
a
of
tour
a-
guide
yeah.
where you're like, like where you're. Or I guess that'd be just on land too, right? Like they do it on land. I guess the last thing I watched on a movie was the person was on a boat. I think it was Frank Reynolds on Always Sunny.
Oh, okay. I was kind of thinking about that. We saw a couple tour guides, like we did a safari with the family when we were in Florida, and like the one tour guide we had on the first safari was just like, yeah, over here's some elephants, and here's the giraffes, and
personality.
like our giraffes. That one's named Steve, and like he's shy, and you know whatever. Like, and then the second one we went on, the guy was like, with all the jokes and
Let's
shit. He's like,
go.
how many rhinos? Blah blah blah. Like, you know, I'm like, hey, this guy's kind of got some, you know.
You have a tip jar?
Yeah, they have, or you can do a little
So the
like
first
kudos to him or whatever.
First dude ain't a hustler. He's
Yeah.
just like, man, I fucking got it.
I mean, I get it. You
Oh,
out in the
it's over
Florida
there.
heat, it kind of sucks. But like, bro, if that's your job,
You're
do
gonna
your
be there
job.
anyway.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
do your
respect the
job.
man that's like, because that's what the job is. The job isn't to tell the people the shit that's okay. Yeah, I know. That's
see
why
that's an
yeah.
elephant. I know
But
what that
it's
is.
like I need you. You need that person, and when you see something, I want to go on something like that. Like because I feel like maybe that would be a fun job actually. Because you kind of like it's like you're seeing people's eyes light up.
You have to
'Cause they're-
find ways to make it your own.
Like
you
they're
know?
really excited to be there, and you get to provide like, you know, you get to provide the experience.
yeah. You
that
get
they
to do a
have.
little bit of selling yourself. You
And there
know,
are a lot of people. The thing is even though you're doing it every day, you know, the people that you're seeing, they're like on vacation. They're like, dude, I've never been to Hollywood.
they're coming for a
And you're
memorable
just like-
experience. They want a memorable
Now
experience.
Hollywood would probably be different because the motherfucker that's doing it is probably like, yo, I'm trying to get into a movie.
Yeah.
And so he's just pitching the people on the fucking thing. Yo, man, you take my car. Like, I'm trying to do it. Like, what's up? Yo, check me out. Follow me on Instagram.
Yep,
yeah.
I know.
Hey, yeah. You know?
Be like the duck boat. Those guys are like getting pretty. Like
I haven't seen it. Have you been on those before?
Yeah, I did one.
I've never done it before, but I
Yeah.
see it driving by all the time.
I didn't do the one in Seattle though. I did it somewhere else. It was
You
in
did that underground tour in Seattle, didn't
That
you?
was sick. Yeah.
I wanted to do it, and then I saw Malignant, and now I'm not sure.
What's
What
that
was
mean?
the underground?
What's
It's a horror movie that's set in Seattle, but like the whole thing kind of starts in that underground area.
Oh shit!
Like there's a lot of shit that happens down in there.
I can't remember Malignant, but I know that movie was fire.
Yeah,
I
it was
know
fire.
was
So,
good.
Super
the
good.
underground.
But like
is-
she worked for the underground.
It's pretty
tour.
cool. Like you go to like this little area where it's like a little its own like retail store, underground tour. They have like merch. He explains, you know, whatever. Your tour will be at 10 o'clock. About 20 people will walk out of there and you'll go like walk down a block and you'll go into, let's say, like a coffee shop, like right here.
Okay.
And you'll walk through the coffee shop. There'll be a whole ass coffee shop with people in there doing whatever. And you'll go through and nobody will say anything to you. 20 people walk right through. And then
Yeah.
you go back like through the back of the coffee shop and then down some stairs. And then you're like down in downtown Seattle or down in underground Seattle. And then you'll go like blocks underneath. And then you'll pop back up in a damn salon and you'll walk through and someone's getting their hair cut.
Yo, that's super dope.
That's crazy.
See, like when I was a kid, that's the like if I was like 12 years old, that's the shit that I'd just be so fascinated about. I'd be like, yo, man, I could like be down here. Like we get people kicking it. Like people won't even know we're down here. Like they'll be up there and we'll
And
just
what's-
like pop out the salon.
we the
like,
mole people.
The
like-
craziest part was that this is the trippiest part was that you'd get to like the intersection T, so you're like underneath the sidewalk and you're on a different sidewalk basically, and you'd get to the intersection T, and there'd be what used to be the building storefront, like that used to be the retail level. And then now they raised the city up one level, and so now the second level is the
main
retail
level.
level.
Yeah.
And so all this basement levels are like that. You can see it's all built like storefronts, and it's like, damn, that's just weird. It's all buried.
Trippy, dude.
Yeah, but it's all like commercialized now. Like they have like boardwalk, in like
it's all
down
nice.
there. Yeah, like to where like it's all made for the tour. Then you pop up, you come to the salon, then you go back down in a different business. You come back up.
That's kind of cool though. Just to like, there's businesses that are like, yeah, we got a little path to the underground.
They don't say any,
tunnels.
the coolest thing I thought was that nothing was said.
Yeah, it's like if you know, you know. If you don't,
Well, I mean,
like if you weren't a part of the tour and you just walked in there and went downstairs, they'd be like, he must be on the tour.
Yeah.
No, they'd probably. I don't know. I
You're
don't
gonna
know
flash
how
a
that
little
works.
badge or something.
Are
Like,
they gonna stop cutting hair and be like, hey, whoa,
hey.
this is not for you, sir?
I don't know what they'd do, but I don't think you could do that.
Like,
no.
no.
Oh, you know what?
I'm doing some work down there. I gotta
you
get
know
down
what?
there.
The tour guide had a key.
Oh, there it is.
Easy way to stop somebody.
Right there. It wasn't
Door's
just an
locked,
unlocked door. He
motherfucker.
just had the key that fit
But
all
think
his
about-
There you
doors.
go. All you gotta do is beat up a tour guide, take a key, copy it.
Think about
and-
the 70s though, or like the 60s. Like I do think about that type of shit. Like thinking about back then, like where there wasn't so many people.
Yeah.
Like, if you were around, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go to California. Or if you're in Seattle, like all these things were like so new and kind of undiscovered. And like, I feel like now everything's been so refined and like everything's been commercialized and turned into a business and it's all nice. And where it's like, that was probably just some crazy dirt tunnel that, if you knew somebody, you were down there, probably smoke some weed or something. Like, oh, I smoke down there. Yeah. We used to go down there and fucking do Ouija boards and shit.
Yeah.
Well,
summon
I
spirits
guess
and
part of the
shit.
tour they explained like for a while the streets were, they had the streets risen up, but they didn't fill in the sidewalks, and so like basically you had to cross the street. You were down like one level down. It was a street right there up, one level up, right? And so you'd come over to the road, you'd climb a ladder, cross the street, and then climb on a different ladder down and go back. Yeah, because like construction, they were like in the phase of like raising the
So
city.
I wonder when this was, like
I don't even know. We'd have to look that
50s,
part up.
60s, 40s, 70s.
But a big thing was like people getting drunk and driving their cars, and like they would launch themselves down
Oh,
and kill people. Yeah,
God damn it.
and it shows all that. It's crazy. It's really cool.
That is really cool. And yeah. I didn't even know that existed, honestly.
No, I didn't know about
But
that.
I do
either.
see that duck boat riding around and shit, and you just be like, man, look at that. When I was a kid too, I always wanted a fucking something like that.
Like a car that would turn into a boat.
Yeah, like
you
a
could
car
just drive
boat.
the car in the water.
You could just drive it right in the water, and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden now you're floating.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like that would be like. And then it's like if you could fly that bitch too. Like
Oh,
if you had,
shit.
If you had land, sea,
Someone
and
was
air.
playing Diddy Kong Racing. Like, yo, I bet we could do this in real life, though. I bet we could have hovercraft car playing.
I mean, that's what they thought, like back in the day, right? Like, if you ever watch like Back to the Future 2, or
Yeah.
you watch like those old movies where it's like the future,
Oh yeah.
It's
They thought we'd have hovering cars by now.
Yeah.
reading
the
minds.
Jetsons was supposed to take place like right now.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of is.
Because 2023 is like a futuristic kind of a date, right?
Yeah.
Especially in the 90s, it's like 2023.
Yeah. Well, bro, I mean, you think the Jetsons came out like in like the 60s or whatever it was. So it's like, bro, we're not even thinking about what 2020 is going to look like. And that's like space travel era when they're like going to the moon and stuff. So like, bro, can you even imagine in 2020 we're going to be on Jupiter?
Yo,
Like,
so okay, what is gonna happen? Listen, this
we
is
fucked up. We got
this
lazy.
Is okay, so this is the craziest thing about like everything that's happening around us is that if you look back like 40 years, like how different it was, and then to just take that information and apply that to what 40 years in the future looks like you're probably gonna see the same, if not more, change. So then it's like, because if you think about those people 40, 50 years ago, they had no idea, couldn't even fathom,
Yeah.
right? They'd be teaching you
So you're
fucking,
saying what's our version of mind blown?
dude, we have no idea what our kids are going to be. Like our kids, like if you were a kid, like if you really knew when you were in school, you would have been like, I'm not going to do anything that pertains to like any of this. Or a lot of kids now are like, I'm gonna have a job that doesn't even exist yet.
Yeah.
There's like whatever you think is a job, AI is gonna take that over and I'm gonna be doing something else.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just crazy to think that like how 40 years before the 40 years ago, how 80 years ago was crazy different than 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter. Like it's gonna 40 years from now will just be
advance, yeah.
It will be fucking. I don't know what to expect. It's fucking
You
trippy.
can't guess. You can't guess.
I can't
That's the
guess.
thing. It's like you look back. I was thinking about it just the other day because I can't remember what I was watching, but I was watching something. Oh, it was some documentary on like toys that came out in the 80s and all these like tech toys that exploded and like all these different new restaurants and things like that. And I'm just like, bro, knowing what I know now, it would be crazy to be alive back at like the boom of all that shit and just how you could capitalize on like new forms of technology and new forms of things that didn't even exist yet. You know, the internet and cell phones and like, you know, all this crazy shit. It's like, bro, like if I had half the knowledge I had right now and was alive then, I'd be a billionaire. Like it'd be nothing.
So that's the question
So
is like
you
trying to
can't-
think of like how can I
You can't even conceive of what's coming.
how can I
20
condition
years
my
from now.
brain to be adaptive and like to, you know, I really do think that when new stuff is happening, like whether it was Bitcoin, whether it was Chat GPT, whether it like there's ways, you know, people are just drafting full emails. Like, you know, I just applied for a new position at my work and stuff like that. So it was like thinking like, should I just have Chat GPT write this email? And I didn't. I wrote it myself. But I was like, dude, I should just like, it was like, I think I tried to log in a couple times and my password was wrong. And I was like, fuck it, I'll just write it. But it was like, damn, like I should be forward thinking and thinking about technology, like how I can use this stuff, because you don't want to get left behind. Like our parents who are like, can you help me set up my Wi-Fi? You're just like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Like, where were you?
Yeah.
Everything happened. You're
Yeah.
the adults. You're supposed to know. You're supposed to be on top of this shit, you know? And then it's
That's
funny when you
crazy.
grow older. It's like when you're a kid, adults were everything. They knew everything. And then you become a fucking adult and you see the fucking
like, oh,
adults
I don't
asking the
know
kids for
anything.
help.
Yeah.
They're just like, can you help me with my Blu-ray? You're just like, oh, Jesus, yes, okay.
You do get to kind of a certain point, though, I've noticed, where you have to actively kind of fight against it because, like, you had the methods that you grew up with that were good and worked, and like shit that you know backwards and forwards. You know.
Give me an example.
So I mean, like for me, you know, it was, I had to transition to like streaming media because like I used to just thank you for the shower, my guy. Oh my goodness,
Damn, bro.
get some Guinness up in
My
us,
bad,
bro.
my bad, my
That's
bad.
all good.
You have a
But
nice
I'm just
fragrance.
saying, like I used to be really good at like putting together like a MP3 CD that would play like 5 hours of music, or like filling the iPod up or the MP3 player, and now it's all on streaming, so it's different. I used to be the shit at T9 texting.
Oh,
At-
yeah.
Oh, no, I
Do you
got
know
good
what I'm
at that.
saying? Like I still could probably T9 text like a motherfucker if I had to, but now it's just most people don't even text; they just speak to text or
So
they
you almost
swipe
get
or
salty
whatever.
when like, so this is like the mental thing. Is like you kind of get salty when you get good at something and they change it.
Yeah, you're like, bro, this was fine. I had the shit, and now y'all completely revolutionized and changed the game.
Why would you do that?
Yeah, and now I got to learn some new shit after. But like, I'm a whiz at this.
Yo,
if you want to,
T9
like, nobody cares about that
T9's a
anymore.
great example because
Yeah.
God, that
I
was good. It was
did
like
get
1,
good
2,
at it.
3, 1, 2. It was like
Yeah.
Morse code.
Yeah, I could text and drive easy.
Oh,
Yeah.
one hand.
Yeah, it was like knowing how to read Braille or something, bro. For you know what I'm saying. You didn't even have to look. You could just sit there and like every time it was a hitter. Didn't need no autocorrect.
No.
Didn't
No.
need nobody turning your fucks to ducks.
I feel like swipe was. God, like was the next thing that I was kind of like, okay, we don't do T9 anymore. We swipe, so I
Yeah.
can be like, I can just do the direction of it.
That
and
shit
it'll-
went ass.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, no, swipe's not good. See, me, I had a
Talk
middle
to
step
text
to that
sucks,
because I went from having the T9 phone to getting a Sidekick. So I just flipped the screen and had the full keyboard there.
Yeah,
So back when they put actual keyboards on
Sidekick.
phones,
that was nice.
you know, and you had buttons.
Talk to
and stuff.
text
Hit me
was
on my
nice for like a
sidekick.
week. Now it sucks.
Yeah, it does kind of suck.
Hate it.
It does kind of suck. My phone now does this thing where it tries to like correct my grammar in whole sentences. It'll underline like 6 words green, and I'm just trying to fix one little thing, and it's like, no, you got to delete all 6 of these words and try again,
yeah.
you idiot.
No, so I feel like when I do the talk to text, I got to be like, hey, babe, can you get beer from the store? Like,
and you can't do nothing like love ya or anything. It's gotta,
No, because then it's
I
like,
love you.
Yeah, all of a sudden you just can't do too much either. Just
Do
like
you ever? So I was going to say, do you ever read in this, like, talk to Siri and like it doesn't pick up what you're saying, and you're like, just fucking read it, and then it gets that.
Yes.
I hate that.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
Or for a while, my phone was really good at like if you say what the punctuation is, like you're like period or exclamation point or question mark at the end of whatever you say, it would do that and put the
Now it
punctuation
just
there.
says
My
period.
phone literally will say question mark. I'm like, are you coming to the function? Question mark. No, like no.
Android getting too freaking
literal.
Yeah,
I
I hate it every time. I'm like, bro, you're supposed to make my life easier.
Apple hasn't been
so
doing
much
that
worse.
yet.
Yeah, it's worse.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you
Apple's
can.
pretty good at voice text.
Have you guys ever tried like voice texting like an emoji? Like, does that work?
No.
Like crying face emoji.
Crying eggplant.
Does it
Eggplant.
work?
Eggplant.
I'm so curious.
Like you could say it and, like on my phone. If you say it, it'll pop up in like the recommendation bar of a thing you
Crying
could pick.
face emoji. Yeah, it
No
worked.
way.
It worked?
It works on Apple.
Let's see.
All right, what about Android sad boys? Let's see.
Eggplant emoji.
Fire emoji.
I don't know if I'll ever use that, but dope. Did it work? It's like eggplant emoji.
It said fire emoji.
Yeah.
Did it say the words?
Yes.
See, I hate them.
Damn it.
All right, I'm gonna try one more time. Hold
It's
up.
it's working on my phone.
When you do it?
No, from what Mike. It's picking up what Mike's saying.
Jesus, it's
It's
better.
actually-
Mike, their phones are
Is
better.
it showing on your phone?
Yeah,
As a
here.
fire emoji?
it's recording our entire
let's just-
conversation.
we can have a conversation about how all our lives would be a lot easier if you guys would just conform to Apple
No.
like the rest of everybody else, and we
counting
all
all
were on the
that?
same shit.
Yeah, it's reading. It's I have it on. It's just picking up our entire conversation.
No, I'm waiting for Apple to get sued in every country in the world and make them have to fucking play ball and do the same shit we've been doing.
No,
and
but-
share their technology for how to send a photo without it looking like a 2-pixel potato
know.
and fucking the rest of the normal shit that we deserve.
No kidding.
Yeah, I
We're
think
not second-class citizens,
there's
bro.
definitely good things on both ends, and I feel like if you could just take the best parts of both phones and just come to like, look,
I'm
everybody.
playing PlayStation 2 on my phone. I got Def Jam Fight for New York on my phone. Do you got that on your Apple phone?
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
I don't.
There we go.
No, there's a lot of things I can't get on my phone.
But I can send a picture.
But it's hard to get a virus.
picture.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you that. It's a lot harder to accidentally fuck your phone up. Because I'm a dumbass. I'd be on there like, oh, look.
I'm
I
gonna
can
go
get
full
Street
conspiracy theorist right now. I don't think there's a way a phone can get a virus. I don't believe it. Android or Apple, I don't think a phone can get a virus.
Really?
Yeah, call me an idiot.
But I don't know if that. I don't know
Why
if
do you
that's
say
idiotic.
that?
I don't know
You're
anything
saying 'cause
about it.
it's just
I've never seen it. I know it's a little computer and whatever, but like,
Yeah, does it happen?
I feel like it can't.
someone
I
says
feel
they
like
got a
it's
virus
impossible.
and there's porn on the phone now. They were just looking at porn.
virus. No, your phone has Pornhub, dog.
Yeah,
what do
no, you just looked at porn.
Yeah.
What's a virus? Is just a series of pop-ups.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Now-
stop popping up. Why does it keep popping up?
I'm sure
happens.
there are.
Dicks all over my fucking phone.
I'm
No,
sure there are
man.
ways. No, if you have dicks all over your phone, you just have Twitter. That's what you have. No, I'm saying though, like, fuck, what was I saying? I don't even remember now.
I don't know,
God
but
damn
I
it.
got off Twitter. I'll tell you that. I get on there sometimes only on the web browser, but I can't have the app. I just can't.
Can't have the app.
I don't know what
Bird
happened.
app.
Ever since Elon took over, I
Sure.
just like things that I see are not the same things anymore.
Like what?
I see too much shit that I don't want to see. Like, see, it is kind of crazy when we think about like all the media that's like coming in our brains, and like
Yeah.
you intake a lot of shit, and I think part of it is like not having another app that I need to use all the time. But then,
But no, you're right. Elon has fucked it up. Like I notice now, like every third post scroll on the timeline is like a sponsored post, or like we think you might like this.
Yeah, somebody I
Even
don't
now,
know.
Even now, when you click on something to like see what the comments are, what people are tweeting back at it, you'll read like 3 or 4 replies, and it'll be like, based on this, here's some other shit you might want to read, and it gives you like,
no, I wanna keep
replies to, or
going.
people tweeting some other shit that's completely different from the thing you're trying to look
It's
at.
like, no, let's go.
all I know is something changed. I love Twitter. I used to hit the search button and just look at the news,
Yeah.
and like the news is even like I don't know what it was, but like there was fun. There was like cool shit
Yeah,
that I would
no, for
like.
real.
Like I don't know if it was important shit, but it was fun shit that I
Yeah.
learned. And then now I just like how the whole thing is set up. I don't know what it is. I can't even pinpoint it, but it just made me be like,
I'm done.
I don't
I'm
really
outta
like
here.
this app anymore.
I'm outta here.
Kind of like Facebook. Like Facebooked it, but then I still will like post on it here and there because I've always loved posting on Twitter, and then I've always I do feel like there's like a different audience on there for people that
Twitter's kind of like the
aren't on
Grand
Instagram.
Canyon. You can yell whatever into Twitter.
Yeah,
And,
like that.
whatever, any little joke you thought of, or like you watching a show and some funny shit happened, or whatever. Like any random opinion you might have about.
Tell Roseanne that.
Yeah. So don't take Ambien and tweet, or really a better thing
That's
is
what's-
don't be racist.
No, that's but that's what I mean. But I mean, the thing is too is like I think it's a wild place for a comedian, like because if you're trying to be funny and it's not funny, then it's like, oh, yikes!
Should have kept that in the drafts, homeboy. Should have kept that in the
there's some
drafts.
shit like you got a little too much freedom. You said some
Yeah.
shit that you probably should have worked out in your room before you fucking.
Twitter's the Wild West, bro. You'll catch a few of those, and that's where people are the most critical. So you'll just see like a string of angry comments of people fighting about.
I feel like a lot of people are angry, and I feel like that's what Facebook became for me was a lot of angry arguing and. I don't know. It was just weird. It became like a. But
Facebook is an angry minions meme. That's what Facebook is.
Because you guys are you on Facebook still?
Yeah.
I have a Facebook, because I have kids and family. Like, I was just reading today. I got an ad for a app called Family Photo Album that's got unlimited storage, and you can only share it with family members and upload pictures of your kids for them. And I need to do research into it, so I'm not trying to put on for them. This is not an ad. They might be owned by some Russian company that's stealing pictures of your kids. So. Don't trust me, but I would like the idea of a place where I could just invite family members to be like, "Hey, look at this life event or whatever,"
You should get Apple.
and not have it be on Facebook.
Shared albums on Apple.
I actually have Apple might have this, but I actually had an app idea where you come up with an undisclosed or not, you come up with a disclosed amount of time that you want to share a folder, all your pictures with somebody that you may be with. So like if you're out with them for like a night at a concert, every picture you take at that concert is also going to pop up on their folder, and every picture they take.
And you designate this like before you go out.
Yeah,
So
8
that way you're
hours.
just
So
like,
we're going to
anything I
share
take
folders
tonight-
for the next 8 hours. So any photos you take, you're going to come to me. And I was thought to myself, I think that would work.
That's like a
And
Google
then-
Drive, bro.
Well, it is.
No,
but
but you have to do the
this
extra
is less,
work.
this is less work.
No, this just does it.
Yeah.
This just does it because what you do
Because
is
who's gonna go wrangle all the pictures?
You just-
gotta go
This-
in
Or like
there.
instead of
you
this-
send them your code and it like links
it's
them
just
to
an
a thing.
invite. It's
Yeah.
you go into the app, you click it, it goes, it says,
accept
"Do you
it.
want to Sarah?" Yep, Sarah. Oops, she gets a notification. She clicks it. It's done.
Yeah.
Anything she takes a sunset, that's not because she's with you. Maybe she took the picture of you. There's no more like sending the photos.
And if you designate the hours too, because then like afterwards you just kind of like, oh, I'm gonna send my girl this picture.
other one-
you forget you connected. Like, hey, I'm getting your pictures. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, we still connected.
Well,
from
see, yeah,
last
that's
night at the
yeah. So
concert.
no,
Oh.
if you're
Like,
if you're
went
with
home
your girl,
someone different.
your girl would make you connect those for good, right? That would be how she'd. Well, another way to.
I
for her
want
to
to see
keep in touch with-
everything you both.
So
Every
the
picture
same
you take.
the same time I was probably thinking of that idea, I was thinking of I think I told you guys this before, but temporary contacts. So what that would do is the same idea, but let's say that you're in Seattle and you're like you get an Airbnb and you need to like talk to the host a couple times to get checked in and then maybe see if they have you log them in as a contact in your phone. This is going to be something that's going to happen in the future. You log them in, and then your phone is going to say, how long do you want to keep them as a contact? 1 day, 2 days, a month? And then it's going to notify you and say, do you want to drop this contact?
Oh, I love that.
Oh, I know. Everyone's
Yeah.
going to love it.
Yeah.
It's the future.
The
Honestly, they
temporary
need that for
contact.
IG too. Like, you followed this person 30 days ago. How are you feeling about
How
it?
you feeling about it?
Do you still want to follow him?
And then
like
it's
a-
going to notify
the
you,
IG
and it's going to let
A
you
monthly
reevaluate
eval.
it. It's going to let you reevaluate it. Like if you do, hey, I want to know this person for 30 days because like you're doing a deal with them of
Yeah.
some sort. After the 30 days, it's going to say, do you want another 30 days?
Do
And then
you-
if
we
your
did.
deal's done, you're going to say no.
I want to evaluate this relationship at 30 days, and then I want a 6-month
And then
evaluation.
within that same app, you're gonna be able to then look at a role and go through that one day. If you ever need to find someone, you're gonna be like, oh, these are all my deleted. He's in the deleted. I know
Yeah.
that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Temporary contact.
I love that.
Ooh.
So what about do you dive into your memories often? Like do you do
Like the
Snapchat? You
Snapchat
ever
memories?
did Snapchat?
No.
Okay, so you, Instagram, like you got-
Facebook does memories for me. I just shared a video the other day of one.
but like I feel like Instagram came
You're
out
right.
with Instagram did the stories.
I gotta check that out.
So like because of course there's like the post memories.
Yeah.
Like when you made a post, is that what this was?
Yeah.
So the thing I like about Instagram is like it does the post, but then it also does like, dude, like stories from like 2014.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's
Everything
like,
on-
Google Drive does that.
where stories are a trip because on Instagram, you know, I just do a story just in the car jamming a song.
and it takes you back to that moment.
Takes you back to that moment because
Yeah.
it's the stuff that wasn't like kind of important enough to be a post.
Yes.
And then it's like really taking you back
No,
to those
I like
moments.
that
So
stuff
that
'cause
shit
you-
is tight. So you can, I don't know if you know that,
Yeah.
but you go to that.
Where do you go?
Where do you go? You go to fucking, this is dope though. I don't know. I'm just like, I also just love
Because I
looking
know when
back
you're like
and
making a
shit.
highlight, like it'll give you access to all your old shit.
So here,
Okay.
and then it's going to be,
Archive?
it's not right. Oh, wait. Is it? Maybe it is archive.
The
And then-
Google
Could be the
Drive is really
archive.
good.
Yeah, it's
And
The
story.
Google Photo app or whatever will put together
So
like
see,
little
story or post.
collections of photos,
And then you
which
can
is
just,
cool.
Like, and then you can grab this shit right here and fucking like
that's pretty cool.
just go back.
That's tight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Take over.
Facebook sucks. Anything that Facebook ever reminds me of, I'm like embarrassed. I got a memory on Facebook from like 2010, and it was like, "Thanks J5 and my mom for coming to the show." It's like they literally said, I'm putting names on blast here so they can hate me if they want to. Said, catch me at the Hop on Monday for Spindle's birthday blast or something like that. Like, I was just like, bro, why are you even reminding me of this other life I had?
Dude, I just think that it's like back in the day, you know, like the way that you looked at doing shows and like the whole way you were looking at life in that point in time. I feel like it's very normal for you to look back and kind of just like,
Yeah.
because you're such
Like,
an
we done
evolved.
came a long way. We done came a long way, baby.
Well, and that just taps back into that same thing as far as like how it's going to be 10 years ago. Like when you really are able to look back to 2010, which for some reason doesn't feel like that long ago.
No.
And you can look back there and be like, damn, I'm a lot better than, like, I'm a lot smarter.
It does help you see
know.
the growth for sure. Like anytime something comes up, like any like little joke I tried to get off back then because I thought I was like funny or trying to
You
be
had
edgy
something,
or trying to,
but you hadn't refined.
Yes.
You haven't, you've tapped into so many more things now that allow you to be tactful about the way you,
yes.
Not just tell a joke, but just live life in
Well,
general.
yeah, and you have a better filter of what is worthwhile. There are still moments where I'll find myself like trying to be clever about something or trying to say something, and it just isn't coming out quite right. And I'll type some shit out and be like, nah, that's not even gonna go anywhere. I'll get rid of that.
Yeah.
So I have moments like that occasionally still, but they're fewer than they were back then, and I think that it's good to have that filter because that shows growth in a way where you're not just throwing any thought out into the ether.
100%.
You're definitely more methodical about what you choose
This
to
shit has an
share
impact,
with people.
man, and reputation is everything.
Yeah.
I want to bring you guys back, and I want to just tap into your memories right now since we're talking about memories and thinking back. We're in a new location right now, and this location holds a lot of memories for me.
It
So I would
does.
love to hear you guys. And where, if you guys have been here before, and if you have, what your experience was in this building where we're at right now in this room.
I got experience with this building maybe once or twice in the studio. I auditioned for some sort of Spokane music something awards when I was young.
Really? How young?
Really?
Like,
Probably 18.
Really?
Damn, he's a kid. He didn't have no facial hair.
Yep. And we came in here. It was a 3-man group with a DJ
Named?
named Tom
It was
Foolery.
tomfoolery.
And we had one guy that couldn't make it, and so this is so stupid.
Well versed in that.
This is so stupid. It's gonna be hilarious though. So his verse was first on the song, and
Yeah.
my verse was second.
No, you didn't.
So what happened is they played the music. This is like a whole bunch of people. They're like, it's not a show. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. And like, we're trying to get hyped up and we rehearsed. And like the way it worked was the first guy couldn't make it, but me and the second guy were going to get us this fucking audition. And anyway, so we were just going to skip right to my second verse, and I fuck around and I just got caught up in the fucking limelight and I started spitting my buddy's verse, the first verse of the song. And it was bad because like, it was like, I don't know, you just had to have been there. It was like referencing, You know, like we just weren't ready for that. So but anyway, long story short, I got done with it, and then I pleaded to them, and I said, "You have to let us try again. Like, you have to let us try this again. That is not how we designed the song." And they said, "Go ahead, do it again." And then I did the same thing again.
No, you did not. No.
Yeah, because like it's so ingrained in your brain.
Yeah.
That's the way the song goes.
Think it.
But to them, my buddy was just like in the group. They were just like, "Dude, what the fuck?" And then we dawned on us that they didn't know the song, so they probably just thought that we could do the song better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We actually got the audition and made it to the finals.
That's so
Hell
funny.
It was at
yeah.
Uncle D's. And
Well,
then the
so-
other time in this building was there used to be a fire escape in the back. We used to drink right here, and you could walk around this building and through that alley, and there's a fire escape. It was really fucking sketchy, but you could get to the top of this building, and we used to hang out up there and smoke and drink
Sick.
and throw parties up there.
Where's the fire escape at, Brennan?
Yep.
So is
know.
this isn't the building that we shot the video on?
No, that's a different
That was a
building.
different building.
But
Different
this
sketchy
one
building.
had one over there, and as you'd climb up the ladder, you'd climb past about 4 or 5 apartments. And
No.
like they'd be someone would be in there like cooking dinner, and like 15 kids would climb by up the ladder up the escape.
And it was dangerous
It was super dangerous. It was
because
super dangerous.
those ladders are thin
And on top of that, like
wiggling
we were all like faded, and like there's 10 kids on the same ladder.
nobody fell.
No one ever fell. But once you're up there, there's like that door, like that's a one-way door. To where you can open it, and then you would come down like through the apartments. And
Okay.
and we'd do it all the time.
Nice.
No one ever caught. But that's my experience with the building.
That's
That's a
sick. Yeah,
beautiful
I'm-
experience.
My experience extends to like this room and like the hallway around this room and maybe occasionally the bathroom over there. But I didn't even know there was another main entrance down there until like yesterday when I came here to do the pod with Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
I've only ever been, because back in the days, Urban Plugs used to be here, and it was Genghis Black and Shanna and Jazz hosting a radio show for local hip hop. And so I know we'd been up here a couple times. I remember probably my most memorable time I came up here was when it was Soundcast days, and we had recorded the song "The Difference" at Moses's. It was the beat that he had made that was
Wasn't
basically
Cody on that?
the Dr. Dre beat.
Maybe.
Yeah. It was
Were
like
you on The Difference? I don't remember.
was he? I know
Debbie
Cruz.
was on it. I know Cruz was on it. Jakin was on it. I was on it. I don't think you were on it.
No, I wasn't on it.
But like Moses, it was the Dr. Dre beat. It was just the Dr. Dre beat.
It was a little different, but
It
it was
was-
the same sample.
It
right?
wasn't that different. It wasn't that different. So shout out to Moses. I love him. He's done a lot since then. But that was the only feedback that we got. We were so hyped on this track because we all killed our verses and we all went in and like we played it and we're getting hyped in the studio. And I remember Genghis and Shanna were kind of like, yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. And Jazz was like, man, that's the Dr. Dre beat. He's like, that's the Dr. Dre beat, and if you're gonna rap on that beat, you got to come with some shit. And I just like he just clowned on us
brutal.
basically.
So that was a time when the thing that was cool about that time was, that was like I know it's like a super, local level type of thing.
Yeah.
But this was like a pinnacle in my learning and getting exposed to just any type of a radio show or anything like that.
Bump
And-
it or dump it.
and see, Bump It or Dump It was one of those things where it was like you got to put your, you felt like that was the thing as an artist. You felt like you wanted people to hear what you were doing. Like you were just like, yo, I made this thing. I just want people to hear it. And so like you could submit it here and then people would hear it.
Yep.
Like I know that they would be forced to listen to what I created.
because it would play and you heard it.
Yeah.
And so you're just like, they're hearing it.
And they have to
'Cause I
judge
hear
it.
it.
If you have to judge it, you have to listen, right? So then
Yeah.
it was like, because you try to play it for a friend or someone, they just like, oh, yeah, they start talking halfway through. You're like, man,
Exactly.
you're not listening.
You're not really
You
hearing
don't
what
care.
I'm saying.
So, because it was probably trash when I was younger, right? And so, but.
Did you guys ever submit one?
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we submitted and like,
I don't think we ever got dumped.
maybe, I don't remember if we got dumped.
I don't
Nothing
remember
like-
ever having a
But I
track
mean, I
dumped.
just remember there being like a chance that you could be dumped.
Yeah.
Like that they could.
Because they also had people call in on it, and
Yeah, they had some
people
haters, remember?
the
yeah,
call in was.
on one notorious hater. I'll tell him
Is
he,
he?
he played the hater. He would call in and hate on shit.
Oh,
on
yeah,
purpose.
that's
Like,
right.
He
Well, I
would do
just think-
voices
yeah.
and shit.
Yo,
Yeah,
I
which-
just think that they could have came better on the second verse.
which I for real respect because it's like you need somebody to be tapping in and
Yeah.
doing something. Like,
Yep.
and it really added a lot of flair because it's like, fuck, I didn't really know like on one like back then.
No.
So you just like listen and you just like, oh, what? Like,
But-
and there were like multiple people calling in. Like people would listen to this shit.
Yep.
Even if it was 10, 20, 50,
It was people,
whatever.
bro. It was on
Yeah.
local radio. It was
there
out
was
there.
50
Yeah.
people listening for
At
sure. I
least.
know I tuned in for a good bit, and then like when it really started picking up, I lost it.
Yeah.
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 Like
Well, because it becomes more than like a local thing at that point. You're like, oh, I was in on the ground floor. I knew it when it was cool.
It just
Yeah.
seemed
And-
really like the dynamic between like Genghis, who is just very like, I guess Genghis and Jazz are both just like kind of just very composed.
yeah,
Stoic.
and no bullshit.
But then you had Shanna too.
Yeah.
Was a part of the show
Yeah,
too,
Shanna was
right?
part of the
Like
show,
that,
yeah.
it just like added this like cool element of
Completely
all these
different-
people that liked hip hop,
Yeah,
but kind of
she's
had
just a
these
fan.
had these different
Yeah.
these different lenses on. And
Yeah. Well, and it's cool. Like you look at kind of the journey of some people. Like I can remember like back when it was still on, and like even early in the days before anybody in town really knew who like Django was. Django was on here, and someone was gonna play a diss against Django, or like there was shit that happened
For
like
real?
that. Yeah, there's like TJ was on here back in the day. He's still making music. That guy, Just Ike. You remember him from back in the Urban Plugs days? They would play a lot of his music. He just won Dopest of the Locals this year. That thing Mo Davis just put on.
Really?
Yeah, dude's still making music and killing it. Like,
Damn.
there's people.
I was
from,
probably hearing his shit. I didn't even know. I followed him as soon as I saw that he won. I was like, I followed him.
Yeah, I remember Jakin battled Pest up here.
that's right, and
yeah,
lost.
Yeah, and lost. It was close, but he lost. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of local hip hop memories in this.
Damn,
in
dude.
This
I wish
room.
they had that. See, the one thing I wish it was better is I wish I had that on film. I wish we
Yeah.
could go back and watch that. I got this funny ass, and then props to Jakin too. Like number one, props to Pest because Pest is like, that's like his lane too. He's
Yeah.
he's a lyrical
He does
murderer
that.
type
He
of
does
cat.
that.
And fucking shout out to Jakin for just always being brave and always
Yeah.
being down to fucking be like, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
dude, there's something about that, like Jakin's spirit and shit like that I just really love because he's just such a fucking like he gets it going, you know what I mean? He's always like, I'm gonna go up there and fucking battle, I'm gonna do this and that. So that was always cool and shit. But man, I got this, like, I think I've said this before, but I got this video of Jakin and fucking, we were just getting hammered downtown, and he was like, there's this punk rock dude in like a
I
fucking
remember
jacket
this.
with like fucking safety pins and shit. And it was just like basically this whole like punk rock crew was all hanging out. And fucking Jakin thought this was Nobe. And if you guys know Nobe from Flying Spiders.
Yeah.
And he fucking walked up to this dude, said, "What's up, Nobe?" He just started battle rapping the dude. And the dude just like
What the fuck?
is going, he doesn't even know who he is. I'm gonna show you all this
Verbally
video
assaulting a
afterwards.
stranger.
You have it
I
still?
have
You gotta
still.
get it to me. I'm gonna put it in.
Snapchat memories or Instagram memories or some shit.
That's a hitter.
Coming back with the battle raps with the past like it's supposed to scare me. Like, what is that? Yeah. Yo, what's really going on, man? I'm on a song with me.
I think I
funny.
sent it to him because it had recently, it was on one of these summer nights. Because I'm telling you, man, Spokane, Washington, the fucking summer nights hit, dude. You down here at fucking Lucky, Zola, cruising around.
Yeah.
It's beautiful out.
It's all vibes, bro.
It's all vibes, man. We used to just stay out all night. And so, yeah, that was a real funny memory. He would just battle this motherfucker that's just literally like, bro, I have no idea. He's probably
I
talking
remember,
got
I remember the
verbally
video of
assaulted
him
on the
dancing, like,
Oh, that one is so good
and he's
too.
just like, yeah, and he starts dancing.
Oh, and the
It's just-
song was "Slap It," and he was just, yeah.
All right, we
Jakin's
gonna
good.
get y'all some Jakin vids.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
will.
for sure.
That's my soundbite tonight.
I had a stoner thought the other day because someone asked, okay, so if you could only eat one food,
I'm gonna get y'all.
woo! If you could only eat one food to sustain you for 3 whole days, would you rather eat like a chocolatey, gooey brownie, like the most delicious brownie you've ever had, and that's the food that you get to sustain yourself on for the next 3 days, or would you rather have a steak?
one steak.
Yeah, just one steak.
Or
Like
one
if-
brownie.
Yeah, or one brownie.
Oh, steak.
Yeah, go with steak. So that's the thing is a couple of people that the question had been posed to said brownie because they just love a brownie. Nothing beats a brownie to them. But it got me thinking. This stoner thoughts. Yo, brownie's basically like a chocolate steak. It's like the chocolate version of a steak.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
a little tough. You got to cut into it. Like it's, you know what I'm saying. Like a brownie is basically a chocolate steak.
Either way, I'm gonna fast for most of it.
Well, let me tell you, a brownie doesn't have any nutrients in it. Zero nutrients. And a steak has
They got grain.
a gang of fucking nutrients. Like a steak is like wonderful for you. So
Well-
steak is the smart choice. A brownie is like, you know, you're definitely gonna have your energy levels up.
Indulgent. You know, you got that sugar energy for at least
You're
a couple hours.
fasting. You just need to hit yourself with a little chocolate
Woo,
power.
a little boost.
Yeah, you guys. If they race at the end, like it's gonna be a close race.
We need to get Survivor Man on here to let us know what's the right choice is.
I could not
Is it-
see
is it-
Survivor Man saying a brownie.
Well, the brownie's actually got a few. What the fuck? All right. So, speaking of things that have no nutritional value, I was in the Target the other day and I happened upon some shit that blew my mind. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if I'll ever see anything like it again. And I had to bring it to y'all so that we could give it a sampling.
Should we look away?
I was looking for coffee creamer for my wife. And I was in the coffee creamer section, and I didn't find a coffee creamer for my wife, but right next to the coffee creamer section is the whipped cream. And I paused for a second at the whipped cream. I paused for just a second. Brendan might know what I'm talking about. I saw they had like a strawberry whipped cream. I was like, oh, that's cool. I saw they had like a chocolate whipped cream. I was like, oh, that sounds delicious. What I saw next to that was creamy ranch
Oh my gosh.
whipped cream.
Oh, Lord.
They had ranch and they had blue cheese.
Oh
Damn.
man.
Cheese?
I do prefer blue cheese.
Oh
Flip
my
whip,
goodness.
new riffs on old dips. They got their bars down.
Bro, this is flame. I bet this is going to be
This
bomb.
is creamy ranch, whipped dip, and dressing.
So we just take a carrot and just
By who?
like
Let's
carrot
tag 'em.
Or a chip or
Who
a
makes it? Let's tag
flip whip.
Tag Flip Whip. Shout
Keto
out to
friendly, gluten free. We're gonna try some
It's
flip
keto
whip.
friendly.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
they're
never had
getting-
ranch whipped cream?
They're getting a play tonight. I'm
So
gonna.
next time we do pull out the Jenga, we're gonna have one
Here,
that's
grab me a broccoli.
squirt a mouthful of this and spit a freestyle.
Oh,
Grab me
no.
a broccoli.
Does keto friendly mean no? It's all
It's
no
low-
dairy.
No, it just means low sugar. Friendly
You gonna go first? Or
Keto
you do it.
friendly?
Oh,
You
no
do
sugar.
it.
Yeah, that's
means low sugar, no carbs.
Oh.
If it was keto altogether, it'd be no sugar.
High fat.
Yo, he went for it. All right, Zach, what's your weapon of choice?
You know what? I think
Oh my gosh, that smells fluffy and delicious.
Oh, wow. I'm definitely going to hit.
You doing it on a tomato?
gonna do it
I gotta
on
hit these
tomato.
jalapeno chips that Brennan got. Yeah, I almost got the blue cheese and got
Oh my
some wings.
word!
Is it good?
Sign me up.
I'm like, why am I scared to eat it? I don't know. I ate dick chips, for Christ's sake.
Bro. That is still, it's still cream, it's still, what is it?
Bro,
You gotta pace it down.
Oh, there you go. That's questionable looking.
Let me see.
yeah, you're great.
No, it's weird.
Lick it off.
It's weird that it tastes so good.
That's weird, right?
It's delicious.
I gotta try on some
Now, it literally
chips.
tastes like ranch in a can.
It's like a fluffy.
It's thick.
You need to pull this out at the fucking Thanksgiving dinner to your parents and shit. Like, no, I got you, Dad.
No, I got you. You got a salad? Let me just whip
Yeah,
up your
hold on.
salad real quick.
Yeah, you'd be like, stop.
You got a salad with whipped cream? What the fuck are you doing? New riffs on old dips. Oh shit.
I'm glad you picked something delicious.
We ranch in the studio today, boys.
That's good. I mess with that.
That's really good.
The blue cheese is gonna hit.
Oh, the blue cheese is gonna hit. Dude,
Well,
me hit it on a carrot.
So yeah, y'all can find it at the Target.
Oh, straight up with the gut.
Yo.
It's like a sour cream and onion kind of.
God, I hate this. I don't like this at all.
yeah, I didn't like that. When I just did that, I didn't like it.
It like it doesn't have the. It's like it's too
light.
light. And like
Yeah.
I like the like
It goes away
I
too
like the-
quick.
dunk my chips or like
I can't get enough
dunk
of that
them.
on anything.
Yeah,
that's
right.
why I just did it.
like
with-
I like exactly like
Got you some real ranch.
I can't get enough of that on anything. You guys realize how little ranch they put in there when the rest is just air and like compressed
No,
soda
what else
water?
is it? I still want to know.
Yeah, why'd that?
There's a lot of shit in here.
Oh, dang it.
Aerosol.
Well, that's one word.
Butane.
It does not have butane in it. If it has butane in it.
Buttermilk, sweet cream buttermilk, whole milk, vinegar, salt, natural butter flavor, garlic powder, corn syrup, xanthan gum,
Oh, we got the xanthan gum.
mustard powder,
Gotta be
yeast extract.
Shelf stable.
This the xanthan. Throw your damn hands up.
Ooh, they got nitrous oxide as whipping propellant.
Bro, hit that ranch nitrous hit. That ranch whip
Bro,
it.
that's gonna take you. Yeah, I gotta
man.
leave it alone.
You're talking about the Eric Andre show. Ranch whippets. Shit. Yeah, so that's creamy ranch whipped cream.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
By Flip
interesting.
Whip. And if y'all want it, it's at your local Target. And they got it in blue cheese as well for your buffalo wings.
Well, if you think about it in terms of like adding a new SKU, trying to find a new shelf space for something that you're gonna like make money on, like they hit it.
Yeah, they did.
So they had other, like just regular whipped cream flavors, and but they had two random ones, and that's what caught your eye. Or was it like, the basics, and then these new ones?
Well, so originally, I got a little bit of a sweet tooth, and we haven't had whipped cream in the house in a while, and like my kid likes to do the squirt the whipped cream in the mouth and stuff like that. You know, like every kid does when they go to the fridge and grab a can of Ready Whip or whatever. I don't know if you were a Ready Whip or a Cool Whip house, if you had the tub or if you had the can, but sometimes you just go to the fridge and hit that can if it was in there. Even after holidays or whenever it was in there.
The Cool Whip definitely
Cool Whip,
slap. But
Cool Whip has the can now.
Do they?
Yeah.
What?
What?
Yeah, so I got stopped anyways. Because I saw, like I said, they had a strawberry one and a chocolate one. I'm like, man, those are crazy flavors. And then right next to it, I saw Flip Whip coming with the ranch and the blue cheese, and was like, all right,
innovative.
that's podcast worthy. I gotta talk about that.
Nice.
So yeah, ranch is in a whipped cream can now because America.
Does it have to be refrigerated?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says, what does it say?
Not like Easy Cheese.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, they hacked it if it didn't have to be
Shake
refrigerated.
well before each use. Flip can. Press nozzle gently. Rinse after each use. No one's gonna do that. Stays fresh 4 weeks after the date on the can when properly stored at 40 degrees. So we got properly stored at 40 degrees.
I want a ranch Easy Cheese now. I love Easy Cheese. Love that consistency.
Did you fuck with bacon easy cheese? You can't find it anywhere. They don't carry that kind of easy cheese
I
anymore.
actually fucked with Easy Cheese in a while though, but now I'm gonna have to be stopping at the grocery store before I go to the
Bacon
lake.
easy cheese.
I check the shelves every time just to see if they got bacon easy cheese somewhere because it's one of those like nostalgic things from childhood. Like, you know what I did yesterday? I was in the grocery line looking for just a quick snack, wanted like a little bag of chips or something, just something, you know, like a little small individual. Found some corn nuts.
Dude,
And I
they
bought
slap.
me a bag of ranch corn nuts.
They slap.
And then they slap. And it's just like when I had them as a kid.
Well, fucking Brennan's bringing me back drinking a Four Loko.
That's true.
4th of July theme, baby.
It's Fourth Loco.
Man, they should have left the old shit in there, man. That was getting us all hyped up on Mountain Dew type shit.
No, you just
What
gotta
did they take out?
the Red Bull.
Basically, right? It was like the fucking taurine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they had like energy drinks.
Oh yeah,
components in it.
That was the Four Loko. That was like
So you would pound them and just go so fucking
Yeah.
hard. And yeah.
That's revolutionary too. That was a revolutionary time. That was a lot of fun. Do you guys watch any like kind of like reality TV or anything like
Oh, yeah.
that? You
Yeah.
do? You watch reality TV?
I
What
watch
do
a
you
little bit of reality TV.
God.
Oh, Brennan's got
I
something.
got a reality TV show
Let him
for
go.
you.
Let him
Please
go.
tell me.
Jury Duty.
Oh, seen it.
You
Love
watched it? Okay, good. I was
Finished it.
like
Amazing.
Me and Abby did
So
it in
good.
2 days.
Diamond
It's
in the rough,
So freaking
Well, yeah,
good.
it's on Freevee. You can't find it on unless you got Freevee.
On Amazon. Was it through
Oh, it's
Amazon?
Amazon.
I got
So
it
if
through
you go to
Amazon.
Amazon, then yeah, they send you to like Freevee shit. But it's
Gotcha.
a Freevee show, and so not a lot of people have Freevee. It's like a fake trial. Like this one guy who they're playing a joke on for the whole show is part of like a fake jury selection for a fake trial, and all these people just do wild shit. Like the jury ends up getting sequestered in a hotel, so this guy who's a real guy who thinks he just got selected for jury duty is spending time in this place where everyone else is an actor and they're all acting like weird and doing outlandish shit.
He just thinks like he just got a bat. He's like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah.
No, and then just like how they play along the whole time, and you know what I mean? Because to him, he's like what? Like weird
These
shit.
people
Like
are
this is
fucking nuts.
weird. What is going on? But they still keep it normal enough. but keep fucking with him basically. And this guy, like, you know, and then how it all wraps up and he finds out. Like, it was great.
That's
it was amazing. And it wasn't like from a reputable, not like, it wasn't from like HBO Max or something where you're like, oh, I gotta watch this. It was just like jury duty. Like, what the fuck is this? Like,
actually, when I saw it the first time, because like James Marsden's in it, he's like one of the actors that's in it, but he's playing himself. And I thought it was just like I thought they were doing a remake of Jury Duty the movie with
really?
Pauly Shore.
That's so funny.
So wait, who was the guy? Because I recognized the dude, the dark-haired guy.
Yeah, James Marsden.
He's the most famous one, right?
Sex Drive and like Sonic and all these other movies that are out
Sex
now.
Drive, and I'm gonna say the one that I know him from, where I was like, his performance had me crying, laughing, was the remake of Funeral. It's gonna escape me. I can't remember what it is. Death at a Funeral.
Death at a Funeral, the American version.
Yeah.
yeah.
And he's in that, and he made me cry. In that
that
one.
shit's really funny.
Yeah, when I saw him, I was like, 'cause, you know, that's like the reputation that like we were talking about. Like when you see somebody, you're like, oh, everything that he does is good.
Well, and
so I
there's
want to check it out.
like they were good at hiring other actors that like you didn't know from shit that were really good at playing the parts.
Wouldn't
that they
distract
played.
you.
But there was that one guy that his name's Kirk Fox, and the only reason I know him is he's a comedian that was on like Last Comic Standing like years and years ago.
Love Kirk Fox.
But I guess he's done like bit parts on like Parks and Rec and like on a couple other shows. And I guess like a little bit into the filming, the guy that they were doing the whole show on, you know, the character that didn't, or the real guy. What's his name? I can't even think of his name right now.
I can't think of his name either.
But anyways, that guy, he mentioned to James Marsden that he was like a big Parks and Rec fan or something, and because of that, they had to like put Kirk Fox in the background and like take away a bunch of the parts that he was going to have in the show.
They didn't remove him though.
No, because they didn't want him to be like, oh, wait a minute, that's homeboy from, you know.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't recognize the main dude, because like that. I mean, that dude is obviously the most famous person there. James Marsden.
Well, he played himself, so I mean, it's there's
he played himself.
So, yeah, so he was the actor James Marsden.
Yeah, that's
so,
right.
Yeah,
that's the way to do that.
Yeah,
genius. Genius. No, that was a genius show.
Yeah,
I hope they
show.
keep doing shit like that, because the one that I'm really excited. This isn't reality TV, but the prank show with Johnny Knoxville and Eric Andre.
Yeah.
Like, wow. They give you like the first episode free or something like that. And it's basically like people come in, and it's almost like Shark Tank for pranks.
Yeah, prank
so
tank.
You have people come in Prank Tank,
Shark Prank. There
and
we
they.
go.
Is that what it's
No, that's genius.
Is that what it's called?
But they come
prank
in.
panel or something.
That's what it is, prank panel, and basically it's you know, they have these. God, I can't remember what the girl's name is.
Gabri Sidibe.
Okay.
She was Precious.
Yeah. Is she in freaking Grand Crew too? I can't remember if she is or not.
Maybe.
But basically, they're all hilarious, and so these people all just come in, random people off the street that have an idea to prank somebody, and they just like have to pitch to them who they're trying to prank, why they want to prank them, all this stuff, and then they'll either deny or accept the prank, and then they'll prank them. You know, so that's one that they have the first episode out on. Maybe it's Hulu or something like that.
Yeah, I saw it on Hulu.
Yeah,
Where it's free, but you got to pay for it after that.
This is not out yet. I think it comes out in July. So I think it's
so it's
about
like
to
a
come
preview
out.
episode.
Because I saw it like in May, maybe May or the beginning of June,
But
and
like,
I was
wasn't
like,
it-
"Where's the second episode at?"
Was
It's
it
been
the
a week.
dude that pranked his wife, who was like the wedding coordinator, where she ended up at a wedding where she was marrying a brother and a sister? And so like these are all actors. This is like the prank. So she thinks she's getting hired for a wedding, and they're dropping hints the whole time. Like, I can't believe I get to marry. I grew up with you. I watched you change and develop, and like,
so good.
yeah, like and then finally, because she's just not getting it, and like they're already wedded, like it's already done, like she's done the job. Someone who's playing one of like the brothers, like family members, came up and was like, I can't believe you would do this. This is so gross. This is an affront to God and all this stuff. Like, you would really marry a brother and a sister? And like what? And she learns, like, you see this like look on her face, like, what the fuck just happened? But they're really outlandish pranks. Like, they're like Johnny Knoxville level pranks.
They gotta choose, like, can we execute this? Will it be good?
Yeah.
And so I'm just so excited to see that.
You guys remember those like caught on camera pranks back in the day where like it was like they'd go in like a porta potty and they would set up like a whole office meeting on the outside of them. Why were those so funny?
So good.
And they always seemed like those were such genuine responses.
Yeah. So good.
They'd come out of the outhouse, they'd be like in a meeting. Yes. And they'd go back in.
Yes. Anything hidden camera like that.
That was so, it was old too. This is like early 2000s.
I mean, you get an idea. You know, the one that I'm watching right now, the reality, Love at First Sight.
Oh.
Have you guys seen that?
No, I haven't
Have
seen
you
it.
guys heard of that?
Don't tell me it's like Mary right away.
Bruh. It's literally, so you're giving your marriage in the hands of like experts, so like matchmakers. So people are going to matchmake you to your perfect person. So they do an extensive interview on you, an extensive interview on these other people, and they matchmake you, and then you get married at first sight. So it's obviously like a mad awkward, like. You know what I mean? You
Why
put
would
at the
you
altar, and then
Why would you
out.
agree to that? That's crazy.
At the
And
first
so
sight?
This, I'm talking grade A people watching.
Yeah.
Because like that's all this kind of stuff
Yeah.
is like you're sitting here and you're like,
This is
what?
crazy.
And then
No.
you're like, he's a scumbag.
Yep.
Man, she's a bitch. She's not. We just be over here.
My
just
wife
talking
and I go
so
in
much
on
shit.
the 90 Day Fiance sometimes. Like
Yeah, I never
there's
seen that one.
Oh, it's
There's
so
a
good.
ton of them.
The newer couple of seasons are good. There's one couple that was in the last season that I ended up watching like by accident and just kind of got hooked on the drama and the bullshit. And you're just watching these people that are kind of complete train wrecks and making
Love
you
it.
feel better about your life. That's the whole point of reality
I love
TV. But yeah, that couple came on to this new season, so we've been kind of watching their continued adventures and stuff. And it's just like. These people are a fucking mess. They're all a
fun
mess.
to watch. Look, it's people are looking like people haven't found their person. Like a lot of these people were like the season I'm watching is like New Orleans, so it was like people are just like, yo, dating in New Orleans, it's just hard. It's just like, you know, and you know, I know we all wifed up here, so it's like you know, it's just like I feel for those people. I'm like, damn, I bet that is hard. Like, you know, people just keep getting scummy people and shit, and so they are literally resorting to like, I'm about to sign up for this TV show and marry this person.
You can tell
who's
it's
like
desperate.
Statistically my match.
My match, yeah.
I just met somebody and I asked them how they met and they were super embarrassed and they're just like, we met on the dating app.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
normal these days.
And they're like, we matched perfectly. Like,
Look.
and we would have never talked to each other.
There's just desperate people out there, bro. Like the whole thing with 90 Day. There's this one girl on there. Her husband died. Like she got 2 kids. Her husband died. Like he had some sort of weird advanced cancer or something like that. And like literally 8 months after he's dead, she's like, he would want me to get back out there, and she's talking to some like guy on TikTok who lives in like Bangladesh or something, and she's like leaving her kids behind to go be with this guy for 3 weeks to see if he's the one. And like
Bangladesh?
yeah, they've been talking about getting married and
where's
stuff.
Bangladesh?
I don't know, India somewhere or something.
Oh, okay.
He's like a TikTok star / model. He's like a complete, like not serious person at all. Like if my wife died, I you know, like I maybe at a certain point you would get to where you're like, I need to rebound and get with like a cute little TikTok model or something just to get my confidence up. But like she's talking about this guy like he's gonna be the new father of her children, and I'm like, this guy's not a serious person. He's like doing all these crazy dances on TikTok and like showing his chest muscles and doing the pec dances and stuff.
That's his job.
You don't got a backup? Me and Abby talk about this all the time. We have backups. Like if
my backup is not TikTok model Rizwan from Bangladesh.
Who's your backup?
Well, I
Like,
mean, it's personal. I'm not going to talk about a podcast.
Okay.
But like
that is cool. You have
but no,
backup. I didn't even
it's not
thought
a
of
back.
that.
Like, it's not
Oh,
a
it's
real,
a local
it's not a
person?
real backup. It's like
like a
but it's
funny-
just like if Abby died like tomorrow, and like months later, I'm like have to go out, and I'm like, there's some people that I know that I might like.
Like people, you know, people that like live in the city.
Wow.
Not well, no, maybe not in the city. Maybe
But
that
in
I
the
just know.
vicinity?
But okay.
yeah, I'm just like I would be
So
like
these aren't celebrities.
Yeah, no.
Oh
Do you
wow,
think,
this seems
though-
like this would be tough. Like
be a
there's no
hard
way.
one.
That's wild.
Do you think in any like realm of possibility? Because for me, I don't know how long grief takes. I know people process things differently, but like if my wife got cancer and was gone like this chick's husband died like 10 days after his diagnosis. The doctor was like, yeah, he's got like 2 months if we do chemotherapy. And then he died like 10 days later.
Damn.
2 kids in the picture. You got 2 kids.
Yeah.
If something like that happens, do you think in 8 months you're ready to fly to a foreign country and leave your kids behind?
No, of course not.
To
No,
go like hook up?
I'm not going to go.
No,
on a-
okay.
I gotta
I'm
give my
saying-
girl at least a decade of respect.
Yeah. Like,
Wait,
even
what?
if he's like,
you
a
talking
year and a
about?
half, 90.
Okay, you said 8 months. Are you ready to fly over? No, but within 8 months, are you ready to like try to smash another? Like,
If in
No,
that 10
I'm
days your
fucking-
husband or wife that's
No.
dying is like, I want you to move on. This is unplanned. This happened unexpectedly. You shouldn't be alone. Like, you should move on.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're gone. Like
we've
you
had that
honor their last
conversation.
wishes and go get your fuck on.
Bro, you know what that is? That's reverse psychology.
Yeah.
That's what that is. Yeah. Move on.
Move on. I'm gonna haunt you. I'm gonna haunt you. Move on.
No, fuck that. Yeah, I don't know. That is fucking. This is a wild.
It's nice to watch people that are kind of more of a mess than you'll ever be. Like, oh shit.
I know what my wife would do.
Like, sorry kids, I know
What'd she
dad's
do?
gone,
She
but mom's
moving
got to get her
on.
fuck
For
on.
real? Oh yeah.
She moving on.
No way. Quick like? No
I mean,
way.
8 months?
You're wild.
8 months?
And we're not.
How's the life insurance policy? That'll determine the length of time.
She don't got much.
Because I'm saying, like, dude, we're talking about like a tragedy. Like, if your girl gets a fucking message, like you're like, I'm like, I got diagnosed
Yeah,
with this shit.
if she
and-
watches the Ring tape, then it's 7 days.
yeah, and
You know,
it's
like this.
I mean, that's like, you know what I mean? Like, if that because I would feel like that happened to my spouse. You know what I'm saying? Where I would be like, damn, that happened to them. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
If my girl was
Leave
out
you.
like recklessly skydiving or some
Yeah.
shit, I would be like,
that'd be
Taking
different.
submarine voyages to the Titanic. Well, let go and let God.
maybe
God's
we
got
can
a
cut
plan.
that decade in half because you're doing stupid shit and I'm trying to fucking stay together and you're
That-
out here risking your life.
Grief
but-
is a weird ass thing. Like at first you're sad, and then like a month later you're like, well, if you wouldn't have done that dumbass shit, you know, or if you wouldn't have.
And I don't know. Like,
You
I have
know?
no idea if that's how it would go, but that's like funny, like to think, because it's like, yeah, like if something happened to somebody, you'd just be like,
You know.
I almost just, you'd feel some crazy loyalty to
Yeah.
their name. Like I'd be like, fuck you, bitch, get away from me.
Yeah.
I'm single, but I'm not. I'm with nobody.
This ring's never coming off. You know what I'm saying?
know?
Like,
Yeah.
it is weird. You can't really even imagine what you would do in a situation like that. And I know people process shit differently, but like, man, watching this lady kiss the kids goodbye to go to Bangladesh to hang out with the TikTok
Bangladesh.
model, like.
Damn, where the kids staying?
They're staying with the sister or something here back in the U.S.
So you really just like the sister's like, okay,
Yeah.
This sounds like a
How long is she gonna leave for? 3 weeks?
3 weeks. Yeah, she's banging in Bangladesh.
Did they get married?
No, I'm not that far yet. We're only a couple episodes into the new season.
You better tune into that
But
episode.
she just left. She just left. And some other dude just found out the girl he's been talking to online for like 6 months is like a man doing a catfish thing. And so like the producers of the show were like, because the producers of the show reach out to the other person that they're falling in love with. So like they fly to Bangladesh and meet this TikTok star and are like, yo, you guys are really getting into it. And they film his side of it too. So like this other guy who was like in love with this girl who like had sent her money and was like gonna meet up with her and he was kind of like a bigger dude. He was a very large dude, and this girl
Very
was
large
like,
dudes are always
like,
sending money.
She was like a TikTok model. She looked gorgeous, and I was like, "There's something fishy about this." You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah.
And sure enough, the producers are like, "So we reached out to her to try to like film her side, and we have to tell you that it's a man that you've been talking to." Like,
So look,
and
now
so then
let-
they're like they previewed the next episode. He's gonna go like try to confront the dude or whatever.
Look,
and they're
now
gonna,
this is just catfish.
Yeah.
This has already been done. Okay, and that was a great show.
There's all
what if
kinds
they
of
meet
different
up, though,
situations.
And they're just
though.
they're like, so why'd you lie? And then they're just like, and then they embrace.
Yeah, but it's also funny. Like I've seen, I don't care what you look like. I meant everything I said in the
They
messages.
just like embrace, and they're just like, damn.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, I thought you were gonna be a hot chick, and I'm embracing with another
But
big
it's
dude.
like, I love your personality.
Yeah.
It's always wild shit though. I saw some dude fly to like
all
Vietnam to meet
blunt.
this girl, and she actually met him, but she like
This is some
stood,
shit.
yeah, she like stood him up a couple times and then came and met him, and she looked different from her pictures, but she was just basically like, yeah, I was just kind of leading you on, and I don't really think I love you like that. So this guy like devoted his whole life to like fly and meet this girl, and then she's like kind of trying to fuck with him, but like let him down easy, and it's just super awkward. And just to watch like some people find love, but other people just horribly crash and burn in all these wild scenarios.
Players only love you when they're playing. But sometimes the player gets played.
Yeah.
And you fly out to fucking Vietnam
Yep.
and it's like, yeah, I don't even really like you. You like, why did I just
Yeah.
I have a buddy
Hell
I used to
no.
work with who was sending money to Korea, and I remember he left that job, and I ran into him years later, and I was just joking around. I was like, "Do you still got that girlfriend in Korea?" He's like, "Yes, I do," and I'm like, "Tell me you've met her." Like, it was a joke to me at first, and he was just like, "I still haven't met her, but like I'm gonna." And I was like, "Oh my god!" He was Korean. He was like a little Korean dude.
Wait, how long? Like, what year?
10 years plus.
That's crazy.
I
no,
knew
was
him.
this recently?
Well, I saw him probably 3 years ago, and
Okay.
like it was like 10 years plus that he had been sending money over there.
Damn.
It's just, you know,
Maybe she's real. I mean, she got to be
she's
real if it's been
gotta
10
be-
years,
something's
right?
real. Yeah, he's never.
You don't
he's
put
never
10
seen her
years
in
into
person.
us.
Never talked to her.
I mean, unless you're getting consistent
He said he
checks.
talks to her on the phone all the time, but he said he's never seen her in person.
FaceTime? I wonder.
I don't think FaceTime.
No Facetime.
Red flag right
That
there.
ruins the illusion, bro. That ruins the illusion.
Oh,
All
yo,
the-
her camera phone's been broken.
Yeah, she hits
got-
me up on T9.
She got all sorts of
You know, she don't like smartphones.
She's
She's a flip phone
her
girl.
village doesn't get technology like that. She
phone
sends
girl.
letters.
She actually, her nickname is Young Flip Phone.
Young flip phone.
Little flip phone.
People call her Razor.
Yeah, so therefore I don't expect a video.
But she loves me. I feel it, bro. You know. Yeah, people are desperate. It's crazy.
So you're saying that we should watch that 90 Day Fiance?
Please do.
Because I really like.
Everything is a hitter. That I seen some. There was some big girl in Idaho who, like, straight up was like, "I have an Asian fetish. I love anime. I love everything Japanese, and I have my little Asian man that I'm gonna bring out to America." And this guy. Flip side scenario, some guys are scamming girls out of money because he was getting money from her for plane tickets to come over, and then every time it was time to actually fly out, he was like, "Oh yeah, COVID, I can't, it's not safe to leave, I'm stuck where I'm at for another 6 months." And she was just getting so hurt because she's like, "I'm sending him all this money to come and he's not coming and not giving me the money back, but I want my little Asian man here." And like, bro, people are desperate.
Bro, this is hilarious. This is one of the best things about America. The things that you get to fucking watch. Like, there's a camera crew on everybody.
Yeah.
And that shit, like, Love is Blind is another one of those on Netflix. Like, I guess the Married at First Sight and Love is Blind are both on Netflix. I don't think Love is Married at First Sight is a Lifetime.
Oh,
I was
shit.
like, whoa, shit! I'm watching some Lifetime
Lifetime.
shit, and then Love Is Blind is Netflix. But I feel like this is all in the same vein of those same
Yes.
things. And the thing about it is that, like, you know, when you already sitting there with your lover, then you know this is just entertainment.
It is entertainment.
You know?
It is.
Yeah,
I
I'm
remember
not-
when I was a kid, my grandma used to watch like Maury's show and Dr. Phil and all this stuff, and she always used
All
to say
that.
every day, "I'll never understand why people go on TV and air out their dirty laundry, but by God, I'm so glad they do."
Yeah,
Yo, Maury was the shit.
Yeah.
You Are Not the Father was.
Oh my God,
the
he's
brand
sick.
Half
of
of us
that.
get to watch when we stayed home on sick days.
Not the father.
You are the
Not.
father.
Yeah, they would fucking put that suspense in there. And then Jerry Springer, like, they had to sensationalize the real thing.
Yeah.
And be like, yo,
I had a friend that appeared on Jerry Springer. She played a character, played like a trailer park, like ex-lover or
it?
something. This girl, Lindsay, that I knew, she's like told me the whole thing. She's like, they flew me out. They paid me like a couple $1,000s to do it. I got to throw a chair at my best friend. Like, we had a blast.
Yeah, Jerry
you
Springer was all
acted.
fake.
Yeah, it's all fake.
Remember that girl that you guys got an interview with, that Kayla girl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was on same thing. She
Yeah.
was on Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
But it's all Jerry Springer was all fake.
All fake.
All fake.
What?
They paid her?
I want to
Yeah.
see that episode.
At least Maury's a little bit real,
Yeah,
bro.
I think
but
Maury was probably. At
I
least
remember
real.
one of the dopest things I ever heard.
Maury
Wale,
was
he
not
got
I
real.
mean,
a.
at least the people got to be real, right? Like, are they really not pregnant?
The people
No,
aren't real.
Not Jerry,
The
but
situations
like,
aren't
Maury.
real.
They look for people that like will act and like be in these roles and then like and get paid to do it and not talk about
They
it.
do it with real people too. My dad had a friend that got offered to be on Judge Judy one time. Like, he got it in the mail because some court case that he had against a homie. And basically the pitch was this: we'll fly you out, we'll put you up in a hotel, we'll pay for your food, we'll give you $2,000 for your appearance, and no matter who wins the case on Judge Judy,
It's over.
the show will pay for whatever the settlement is. So you
Exactly,
don't like.
yeah.
So if you lose and whatever, the show is going to pay for it. You don't have to pay your judgment. And it was a case that he had against his ex-wife, and she wouldn't agree to it because she wanted him to like
Oh,
suffer.
hell no, I want you to pay, motherfucker. You
Yeah.
ain't
So
getting
as
out
soon
of
as she
this.
found out, like, we could both win and have a come up and be on TV.
She's like,
and
no, I
you're
don't
like,
want you to come
No,
up.
I don't want you to come up. So yeah, he didn't get to do it.
So
but yeah,
that's funny
I have
because
heard that's how
because
it
my
is,
girl
yeah.
actually has a friend who has a friend. You know, there was like a situation going
Sure.
on where that same thing kind of
They
was
went
like
on
covered
Judge
up.
Judy?
They didn't go on it, but that whole thing came up, and then motherfuckers are like kind of settle it out of
yeah, people get
let's not
weird.
go on-
It's
let's
like,
not put
dog, can we just drop the bullshit and we'll
But
both come up real quick? Nah.
That's funny, man, because
Never.
You know, it's probably a lot easier than you think. When you see something on, you're like, how'd they get on Judge Judy? It's like, no, that's not one of those how did you do it? I want to do it type of situations.
Yeah.
No, you don't want it. A lot of these situations are for the desperate. And honestly, if you like, one of the most entertaining pieces of TV is Catfish. Like if you watch Catfish, the movie or the show, either way, like just like that whole invention of the internet and
People being
catfishing
fake people.
is
It's
fucking
hilarious.
wild.
It's
dude.
wild.
Yeah.
Because they will create, like, people will go like, they're goddamn near screenwriters. Like these guys are writing whole plots. They're creating people.
Yes.
They're creating other people in the house.
You gotta
They
have a
answering
spreadsheet to keep
phones,
track of
answering
your
my
lies,
phone.
bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You really do. You got to have a whole spreadsheet to keep track of the lies that you're telling people and like
Dude.
your whole backstory.
Yeah. Watch some of that TV, man. It'll definitely make you feel better about yourself and get some laughs. Because I like to people watch. That's like one of my favorite things to do when
Yep.
we're out and about is to kind of just look around.
See
and
what everybody
you kind of
else
see a
got
couple
going
over
on.
there. We'll kind of start doing monologues
Yep.
for the couple.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's a big thing. Like, what do they say?
Talking back
My
and forth.
favorite thing.
Yeah, because you out there, what's your dealing in public?
Yeah.
You know,
I always like, there's this dude,
100%.
there's
Yeah.
this dude walking, and he's a larger dude like me, and all I said was, babe, we got to get out there and get moving. We can't just be sitting around the house doing nothing. She's like, what are you talking about? And then she looks over and she's like, that's what that dude's thinking. And
you
it's
gotta
just
get
like,
out
no,
here.
because I've been there. I've
Yeah.
been that exact person before,
Yep.
and he's just starting it. He had brand new shoes on, like brand new runners. And he was like, I'm fucking walking now.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. It's like it's not always like a haterish thing. It's like it's like a fun like what are these people doing? Like
it's a little improv,
talking
little,
shit about
yeah.
the yeah. I love that little improv kind of. That's
keeps
my,
things fresh.
It's like my love language.
Yeah,
like
no,
being
for
able
real.
to just kind of riff on the public. There's a lot of people around you at all times. Sometimes I can get kind of I'll be like, damn, there's all these people everywhere. Take advantage.
Yeah,
of the people.
It is nice.
And, yeah.
Duck
Yeah, we were
off.
just people watching at the pool today. My wife was pointing out butts to me. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, why, she's like, I just like watching butts. I'm like, all right, that's you.
Oh.
I'm like, I don't usually talk about it outwardly. Sometimes I glance at a butt here and there, but like, but we're just watching people and how they interact with their
Look.
kids, people yanking their kids all over the
we
pool.
all
and,
need,
like,
we all need to get to a place
Isn't that wild?
with the people we love to say that we all like to look at butts.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah.
Man. Like,
we got the beach body rule in my house. I think I've mentioned it before. Like, until me and my wife have beach bodies, we're allowed to look at beach bodies. You know what I'm saying?
it shouldn't
Just
stop at
appreciate
getting
a good-looking
beach bodies
person.
either.
Can you stretch it and be like, that's a beach body?
Yeah. I've seen that body on a beach.
So what does that mean? That means if you get a beach body, then you're no longer allowed to talk
Well,
about
we
it?
reevaluate it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything's
reeval.
you just got to reevaluate. Or maybe we get beach bodies and then we're confident enough to go talk to some other beach bodies. I'm like, she was telling me, I was like, you out here recruiting? You get any phone numbers? Damn, like what?
Oh, I don't know
She's
what
like-
they be on.
She's
You
like,
guys-
nah. I'm married. I'm like, when does that matter?
Mike and Whitney freaks.
Nah, we ain't like that. Maybe once we get the beach bodies, we'll feel confident enough to be like that. For now, though, it's like, man, I don't need to be dripping sweat on two women. I'm like, the shower I'm giving my wife is plenty.
The key is you have to just be the facilitator, man.
Yeah.
You can be out of shape. The two women will be however they're accepting, and you're just the facility. Who needs drinks? Let's make sure the bed's comfortable.
Yes.
I'm a waiter now.
Yes.
No,
Like,
not
I'm
necessarily.
doing hospitality.
They're gonna save you a spot.
I'm the cameraman.
Yeah, the cameraman. Yes.
I feel like if you
know?
having a threesome, you just the person that's just like, you're the screwdriver if they need it.
Yes, like you let me know where I can be
They're
and
like
when.
scalpel. You're like, oh,
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You want it to already be moving in motion before you.
And I'm
ever have
speculating.
to-
I've never done it before.
No.
I've never had a threesome before. So,
No,
but-
it'll never happen for me either. My wife likes butts, but she doesn't like women. She's very clear about that. She's not interested in that. So,
okay. Well,
So,
yeah.
it's just
Then
we
two
just
dudes
we
is all
just-
you get.
little devil's triangle. Nah. I don't know if I can play that way, bro.
You can get a them they. I mean, you can just kind of
That's
ride
like,
the
I'm
middle.
not really into women. I like butts, but like I do to you and another guy.
Yeah, God damn it. God damn it. Why you-
Nah.
She said, checkmate, motherfucker.
I said, like you can have your toys, but as soon as you attach it to a real person, I got questions.
We almost went to the strip club last night, actually.
for real.
Really?
Me and my wife.
Have you guys
Yeah.
done that before?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you regulars?
No, but we've been to many strip
Have you had
clubs.
a lap dance with someone and your wife? You haven't? Oh man,
Wait.
you're missing out.
Wait. So have you had a lap dance since you've been married from somebody that's not your wife?
What the fuck?
Okay, well,
It's
I'll put
like,
you on the spot.
yes, I have. Yes, I have. Yes, I
there.
have.
And the same thing.
No, since I've been married, yes, I have.
and your wife too.
What?
Has she had a lap dance?
She's actually been to the strip club without me. We've more the times than we've been together to the strip club.
I feel like you can go
She
to the
goes
strip
often,
club, but do you
or she
go
used
to
to go often.
participate and
Or do you go for like
she
the
got her.
novelty?
My wife went for her one of her first times with all my cousins and like a bunch of family, and I was out of town. I was like working in Seattle.
I can't imagine going to a strip club with my family.
She went. It was her idea.
Like, what the fuck?
Her idea to go to the strip club, and she brought all dudes. No. There was one other girl there. There's probably 8 people in the family that all went. It was just her and my cousin Samantha, and then the rest of them were all my cousins that were men. And Samantha put a couple dollars out for Maria. Maria put a couple dollars out for Samantha or whatever. And Maria said she was wearing a tube top, and she claims that everyone was outside smoking. But none of those people even smoke. Okay.
Nobody saw it, but
Yeah, but she was just like, yeah, because if you're a woman and you go in there and you put tips, like they unrobe you. Okay?
yeah.
For real?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they pulled her titties out, and
Wow.
and she claims nobody saw them.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay.
I can remember that.
I'm not-
I've been
I'm
to like
not-
birthdays at the strip club where it's like a girl's birthday and they bring her up on stage and do the whole
Do all the little whatever.
do all
you
the
guys
things.
But like we
get-
like just going and doing what you guys were talking about. We like going and people watching
Yep.
and just getting a bunch of drinks.
But you guys
Only
like-
going-
Only time my wife and I were ever in a strip club before my kids were born, we stayed in Oregon one time, and like the hotel key card had like a go over to this bar across the street and you get like a free drink or something on the key card. And so we go over and it's a strip bar. So we're like, oh yeah, okay, we'll just get a drink and go in. It's like 12 in the afternoon or something. It was like noon. We had just gotten up at the hotel. It was like on a Tuesday or something. But strip clubs are so thick in Oregon, like in Portland and all
They're
that
all
stuff.
over.
There's strip clubs everywhere. And so we walk in and we go to get a drink at the bar, and just over off to the side there's the stage and the girls stripping or whatever, and we're kind of looking, and we start looking around, and it's like, this is like a strip club / bar / one of the ones that's got a restaurant. It had like a salad bar and a buffet, like you get a steak, and I'm just like, I can't really ever see myself coming to a strip club to eat the buffet.
yeah.
It was just kind of it's a weird vibe. You're putting too many things in one building.
No, I mean, this is America, dude.
It's true.
Did I tell you guys
That's true.
about
They need to
the
legalize.
the most recently strip club we went to was in Key West? Did I tell you guys about that?
Oh, in Florida?
Yeah, the hole in the
When
wall.
you guys had just went
Uh-uh.
like there not long ago.
Yeah, so like we looked up online. We were like, yeah, let's go to a strip club. We look up online and then we figure out where we want to go. There's a pedicab that comes and picks us up. Like we just flag him down.
Yeah.
It's this old dude from London, moved to Key West 20 years ago and just decided to buy a pedicab, and he's been there ever since.
Wow,
He's super
Wow.
What a
cool.
life.
He said, yeah, it was he
God.
ripped because that's all he does all day long,
Yeah.
and he just makes a bunch of money. He says, "Where do you guys want to go? You guys want to go to whatever? No, I'm going to take you guys somewhere else. It's much better, but this is how you get there." And he gave us this whole like diagram of how to get into the secret strip club. And what it was is you go into this one bar, it's a free cover, but go through the bar and out into the back patio.
Swingers bar.
Once you get back to the back patio, there's a stage in the back. There's going to be a band playing back there. It's like a rock band. So that's a whole different bar than the one you went through. Like the only way to get to that bar is by going through that first bar. So once you're looking at the stage, if you look to the left, there'll be a black door. And inside that, go in that black door. And so we're just like, okay, he's telling us all this while he's riding the bike.
Yeah.
So we get there and we do exactly what he says. It was Rick's is the bar in Key West. So you go into Rick's, you go through Rick's, you go to the back, and there's this stage in the back. There's this band playing, just like he said. You look to the left. There's this black door. Nobody's going in and out of this black door.
I guess I'll try it.
And so Maria's just we've had drinks. She's had more than me. This
Sure.
was a tequila. We called this our tequila tour.
She's leading the way.
We bought a fifth of tequila every night for like 4 nights in a row.
Wow.
And it got crazy.
That sounds fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. So Maria goes at this door and she opens this door, and it's just the most happening strip club you've ever seen. right there. And it's like, what it was is we walked in the back door of the strip club.
Oh, yeah.
And once you got into the strip club and you kind of worked your way around, you saw the front of the strip club, and you had to go through a bouncer and all this stuff. And
You skipped that.
we skipped
Wow.
all that,
Oh,
and the guy
man.
showed us the back door to the strip club, and it was just super sick.
Dude, he was probably so excited to put you onto that.
Dude.
And,
That's
and then the
sick.
thing is when we left out of the bar, and who comes rolling down the street? We waved him down, and he said, "Please tell me." It was called Sessions, and he said, "Please tell me you guys went to Sessions." We are just like, "We did." And he was just
That's
like,
awesome.
"Oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah." It was real
beautiful.
cool. But yeah, strip clubs are cool, man. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean, if you got to be a man that's definitely not insecure, I feel like that's something like a lot of dudes struggle with. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Having a lady they insecure, or the other way around. You know what I mean? I feel like it's it's something when you.
Would you guys
that's
go to
cool.
like a male strip club?
Like, I depends on what you're saying.
I mean,
Like,
I would
guys
probably
know what
do
I'm
anything
saying.
with my girl. Like if she
Yeah.
was like, "Do you want to do it?" I would probably be like, "I mean, like if
That's
it was
how
in the
you
moment.
get what you want.
Now, if
Yeah.
she was trying to plan it,
Yeah.
like, "Yo, we gonna go down," I would probably be like, "Well,
I
would,
could do something else.
You
yeah,
guys
like,
could
why don't you
go.
go with your girls? Like, you want to go
Yeah, but
Chippendales
if it
or
was-
whatever? Like, you
But
know.
if dude was telling us there's a black door and there's all these places, I would just be like,
Yeah.
I guess we
Oh, the
gotta
gay
do it."
bar is it kind of gets like that every once in a while, where like you're in a new city. And
Now the
it's
gay
like,
bar is way different because the gay bars be popping.
No,
Gay
that's
bars
what I'm
are
saying.
popping, bro.
That every
Gay bars
time,
are popping.
every
But
But
time.
now we talking Chippendales. I'm like, obviously I'm like, I'll be open to do anything she wants to do, but it's like I'm not trying to choose.
Yeah. No, I'm down. I'm open minded. My wife isn't really like crazy like that. Maybe she would be if we had a vacation without the kids or something. She would, find that like wild hair or whatever. But so I'm not super worried about that. But I think anything that she wanted to do, I'd be down to do.
Yeah, me too.
I'd be down to try. If for no other reason, then I can be like, yo, remember when I did that shit? Well, now we're gonna go do this. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we hit up Hallover Beach when we were in Florida, and that's it's just like a nudist beach.
Nice.
I'd be for real if we were with somebody in a cab or something and the dude was like, "Yo, it's a male strip club." But I'm telling you, gotta go.
You gotta go.
It's
Yeah,
fire.
you
regardless
go.
of
Okay.
whatever it is.
Okay.
I would be like,
I trust you,
go.
Tony. I
Yeah.
trust you.
Yeah.
especially after
Yeah.
hearing stories like
Yeah.
this. I mean,
Yes.
people know, and I feel like there is something to like being like really wanting to put people on.
Yeah,
to
just
shit.
open yourself up to experiences.
Like
man.
he was putting you up. He was putting you guys on.
Loved it.
He
Yeah.
was putting you guys on. He was like, "Oh man, you guys went there."
He was like, "How was it? How was it, my friend?" And then he kept leaving innuendos. You guys going back to the hotel room?
Yeah, I got you going.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I was like, "Dude, this dude is low key kind of a pervert."
Yeah, if you move to Florida and run a pedicab, you're going to be low key kind of a pervert. You're going to be seeing what you can, kind of scam on while you're doing your job.
Oh yeah.
Well, who got to pee?
Sure.
I do.
Yeah, we can call it. New studio, guys.
Looks
I like
good.
it. It's nice.
I do
great.
love it. We had
I
lunch
love
in
that
here.
we're on the wall.
Thank you, Brennan.
We're on the wall
welcome.
up here. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna post this later, but you've been in every iteration of my studio.
Yes.
Like the studio that will not be named, my basement, Holmes Block. We did a live podcast at Brick West.
Holmes
Oh,
Block.
that's right. That's
and
right.
now we're here. And I think I counted it up. It's been 7 different places.
But it was
Wow.
the Bennett building.
Yeah, Bennett Building.
The one
Bennett
we don't
building.
speak of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then Holmes Block, then your basement, then Monroe,
Correct. Yeah.
and then here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn, we've been moving, baby.
And then I was trying to figure out how many episodes we've done together, and it looked like episode 50
I think that sounds about right.
was like the first episode that we
Really?
recorded together.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're at
Yeah.
like 120.
121 will be this one. Yeah.
121 in the new studio. We hope everyone embraces it.
Yeah. Thank you guys for
appreciate
watching
it.
the podcast, and thank you guys for showing up. And Brennan, thank you for showing up and having
Absolutely.
fun with us with your Four Loco. And
Did you bring champagne?
So the champagne that I had popped in there and made a mess. So
well, tell me a little bit about Hoop Fest, because I know you were fucking down there at Hoop Fest.
Oh,
I
man.
just want to know a little bit about the fun that you had down there, because you were fucking, you got family in it. It means a little bit more.
You know what's funny? Last time I was on your podcast as like a guest was a week before Hoop Fest 2 years ago, and
Really?
Hoop Fest is just like the best. And I sponsored my brother's team who plays in Elite, and he got a game on center court on Sunday, lost at the buzzer, not the buzzer, but like lost on the last shot, like by a prayer bank shot, which was heartbreaking, but it was cool
Damn.
to have him on the center court. But then my twins, Link and Ivy, they played Hoop Fest for the very first time.
Wow.
Had
Fun?
no concept of like if they were winning. Like one game they lost, and they're like, "Did we win?" And we're like, "Nope." And they got kicked out on Saturday.
Wow.
But still have fun.
But they still had fun. It was a great weekend. It was a really like Hoop Fest is like. I love my running events in Spokane, like Bloomsday and whatnot. But like Hoop Fest is like the heart and soul of like
Well, I'm gonna
what I
say
love
it.
about Spokane.
I'm gonna say it right here on this podcast now that next I'm definitely gonna run Bloomsday next year,
I want to too.
100%.
I want
I'm
to too.
going
I'm
to
in.
because I know that you're not a real Spokaneite. Spokaneite.
Until you can say Spokane.
If you a Spokaneite, unless you've ran Bloomsday, walked Bloomsday.
I've done it.
Done it.
I've done Junior Bloomsday, but I've never done the Big Boy Bloomsday.
And then also another thing that I'm gonna speak right now, and then when you guys get this content in 12 months from now, then you'll know this is real. I'm gonna go down on Hoop Fest next year, and I'm gonna interview random passer goers about Hoop Fest and learn. And that was something that I kind of had on like the second day of Hoop Fest. I was like, dude, I should.
You should.
And I didn't have everything to execute it the way that it would really look as good as it should.
He's going down on Hoop
But
Fest,
we had our
folks.
mics and shit, so yeah, I thought that would be really fun to do.
Hell yeah.
Because it's just such a huge event and it's very unique to Spokane
Yeah.
and really cool. And you know, we got Gonzaga, it's a hoop town.
Hoop town.
And so yeah, man, fuck yeah, that's awesome that your kids were in it for the first time.
Hell yeah.
It was fun. Yeah, Hoop Fest is great.
I was
And-
gonna say, dude, like I don't know, like, did you play?
No, I didn't play.
Because I'm saying, like, I would happy to be here a team. I know
Ooh,
Mike. I
let's
don't
do
know
it.
if Mike. I didn't know if Mike would be
I'll,
in the
man.
sports
I'll
or
be
not.
out there like, did we win? But I would love to play.
Plus 4 played.
Yeah,
man.
let's do it.
Well, I mean,
happy
somebody
to be
just
here, squad. I love it. I
We
mean,
need a
I-
sub, yeah,
I would
like-
play. Yeah.
Hoopy
Okay.
to be here.
Because no, for real, like I would love to, man. I was out shooting. I've been starting to put it in my regiment. Going out, live by Franklin Park, so I'll just run out there. Nobody's ever there. Nobody's ever at that.
There's no
hoop.
game
Wow.
at Franklin Park, really.
So I'll just go out there and just
Cold showers
shoot
and
around.
hoops.
Dude. I'm
You're a
telling
new man.
you,
That's fun.
summer, man, summer. That's what it is.
I have like so. I started a new podcast with a guy who does it's called
Surprise.
yeah, exactly. But he interviews people who are gym rats in Spokane who play all basketball.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what I should do? I should like for the next year just play basketball a lot. Like fuck running. Like just start playing basketball all the time.
It's
like,
just running with fun involved.
That's true.
Get better at basketball and then like play Hoop Fest again. And maybe that's my goal. Maybe like next year like play Hoop Fest and
That'd be fun, man.
get better at basketball.
Basketball? Who's on a team? Who's on a team next,
Hoopy to
next
be here?
season?
Come on, Cody, put that in there.
Put that,
Four
put that
squad.
in the air,
1,
bro.
2, 3. Hoopy to be here.
Oh wow.
All I will say is we can't. No fights. Just
What?
I watch a lot of 40-year-olds or that age group, 35 to like 45. A lot of fights happening in Hoop Fest.
Well, I mean-
Fighting with their own team or with the other team?
Other team.
Well, they got to be okay with us talking a little bit of shit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh,
of shit.
I mean, come on, like we're fueled by cannabis and coffee.
Well, when
Like,
you
you're
get
not
a
gonna
bunch
be able
of
to
like
get
when
us
you get a bunch
upset.
of like try hard white guys out there.
I fucking hate try
I
hard white
love,
guys.
I love swatting those dudes. I'm telling you, when those dudes come up and they try to hit you with the thing, and then you just get them low, and
Yeah.
you're just like, "Stop, Brett."
Stop it.
It's always Brett. Fuck,
Chicken.
God
Fucking-
damn it, Brett. Stop doing
You
that.
just got to play recreational and just not do elite because
No, I mean it's
I know.
any. I mean I
I
would say
know.
like you just gotta be cool. I like it.
Bro,
Not
I-
saying you gotta be cool, but I'm just saying like
I'm cool, bro.
like
I'm
Hoop Fest
fucking
is
cool.
like I hate watching guys like
Yo, we should be all
like
fashion.
I want at the end of I want to just be like
You can't be
G-
out
g-
there
like,
like
be-
treating this like it's the league, bro.
Right,
You-
exactly.
No, we should be all fashion. I'm talking Mike comes out, you got goggles, short shorts.
I like this. I really like
we
this a
come
lot.
out, we looking, we get them with pizzazz. They think
Yeah.
we're jokers, and then we fucking ball on them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I got a T-Rex shot. I can hit.
Little raptor.
I can hit, bro. I can hit that Raptor 3, but I'm shooting from the chest. And I can get it in there. But, I know I'm supposed to.
Do
I
what
can't
works,
shoot
bro.
like that.
Do what
I
works.
can get it up there from the chest, though. So, I'm not saying that I can hit them all the time, but I might be able to make a few. So,
There you go.
anyways, yeah.
Let's go piss and smoke.
Please. Yo, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you, Spokecast. Happy to be here. Check out Sunscreen, out now on all platforms.
And we'll see y'all at Above the Clouds on August 4th.
That's right. We got a show on August 4th. Get your tickets now. Eventbrite. We'll throw something up for you. Show up. Lucky You Lounge, downtown-ish.
We got Al
Spokane.
Green and Dank Zavala coming to join us. It's going to be a beautiful thing.
That's right.
And I'm going to say this right now. Tickets are $15 pre-sale, but if you want to wait, they're $25 at the door.
God damn. Tell them, Brennan.
Love you guys.
Get your tickets in advance. We love you.
Peace.
All right, now don't stop the camera yet. Don't get up. Let's sit here and bullshit for just 2 seconds so I have some outro for you.
Can't eat booty though.
You know what I'm saying? You can't?
No.
Bro, it gotta be clean.
No.
It gotta be clean. You gotta go for it, though.
No. I don't know.
Not for you?
Not for me.
All right.
No comment.
More for me.
I kiss her on the pussy. I kiss her on the lips. As far as we go.
What? Why do you even have to say that?
I'm telling you, man. These new kids on the block.
I can't eat booty though.
Eating booty.
So you had to
It's
try
wild.
it.
Hey, I don't
Sample it, bro.
I don't kink shame. We just, do your thing. I like brownies, but I mean,
Jesus Christ.